wait, hold on. Stream started faster than I anticipated. One second. Give me just a moment. 1 second. Okay. Stream started faster than I thought. We're starting where we left off. I literally did not touch the game at all. But I just did GM. Feels good. Now we're gonna do coaching. And then we are gonna rock and roll. Live with coaching. https://www. Whoops. Let me just copy this. Okay, let me start this Twitch stream. And I need to change the Twitch title while I'm here. So do this. And then do... Come on, bro. Click here. Edit this. This is going to be Cass coaching. Bro, that's not what I want. Why did it not work, bro? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're just gonna hop into coaching today. We are going to take a look at some gameplay. We have, how many codes do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them, 3 of them are just from Montana. Well, brother, your background is peaking on my mic. Really? What do you mean by my background? Hold on, give me a second. Oh yeah, that's my like fuck ass air conditioning unit. I don't know if I can do much about it. Oh, actually, I might be able to turn it off. Hold on. Well, I cannot do much about it as it stands. Yeah, it's not really a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. But welcome back, gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. Do we have any other codes? Or is it, Montana, did you just have 3 codes? Did we do this Esperanza one already? Yeah, the GM coach is back. I've logged back on. Montana, which one do you want me to do first? And then if Barbosa shows up, we'll do Barbosa's. Next up, champ. I'm never gonna hit champ, unfortunately. I just don't have the time, nor do I care enough to hit champ, to be honest. I'll probably peak GM3 if I keep playing, and then like stop basically. Hollywood would be nice. Okay, we're gonna take a look at Montana's Hollywood. He said, super hard Hollywood with the dive matchup. I think I just need to play differently because it felt impossible. I think this game going left side on first attack was really important, and like high ground on second wasn't good. Like this game, I felt all the default spots became bad. Okay, we'll check. We'll evaluate. But yeah, the problem with champ is it's like you kind of gotta just be a pro player. Like you have to spend 8 hours a day playing the game. I seriously do. I'm not even trolling you guys. I seriously do think playing Thanks 8 is like a cheat code. Like if you do it every day, it's a cheat code. Oh shoot. But if you're not doing it every day, it no longer is important. It no longer changes anything. What am I doing? Wrong settings. Options. This. Ooh, I just realized I have that same Pachamari thing equipped. There's 5 people in champ right now across all servers for 5v5. Wait, that's not true. I'm pretty sure that's not true. On all servers? Yeah, like look, there's a gajillion people in champ. On NA. And on EU, he has a bunch of people in EU as well. No, you're all right. Champ is, it's more achievable than it used to be. It used to be like literally 5 people only, but now it's like quite a few. I think I could be top 500 this season, but I just don't have enough games played. I probably need to be like GM 550 or something to be in it, but whatever. I'm not really that invested. Okay, so we're gonna be looking at Hollywood. Let's turn the volume down a little bit. Yeah, it's not a big deal, I don't really care. Okay, so we are mercy pocketed this game. Good shots. Okay, but why are we aiming like this? So walk up. I like the walk up. I like the crosshair placement. Insta flick. Insta flick down again. Flick on this guy. Actually, the 2 on Ash were pretty much fine. We heal. Now we reswing. And just keep egoing this Ash. You need to ego. Okay, this is fine actually. I'm fine with this. I would have been fine with you egoing the Ash on the dive or coming up here is fine as well. Now you're just dead, so we run away. You need to live here. Living is very important. No, that was your window. You had it. You had it. Just come here and then roll out. You had it. But now your window's gone. And now you're dead. So you had it. You just need to commit to the rotation out. You had the right, yeah, but I think you thought it was too late, but I guarantee you had a window right there to get out. But you weren't fast enough. Okay, that play was fine. Like, I'm not even mad. Your Genji shouldn't have died. Okay, we walk up main. Make the top left rotation. Where's our tank at? He's right here, okay. Okay, here. What you need to do against his hazard. Bam. Bam. You see the hazard? I do not want you to... Actually, this is fine. Never mind. This is all fine. What reasoning would have let me live there? Okay, so here. Oh, okay. So why is it a good window? I'll show you. Okay. Shoot the Ash. Make the rotation. It's kind of the same reason that you can make this rotation. Okay, your hazard opens up an opportunity where people are probably not going to be shooting you. Okay, the fan turned off, so it should be silent now. Shoot this guy. Hanzo's dead? Or our guy's dead? Here, the hazards just looked at you. Everyone else is mid-rotation right now. They're all recovering from the cooldowns that were being used, right? They're not staged yet. So now would be the time that you make this rotation like this. And, I mean, your hazard gets out, but it's right now, right? They're still not staged yet. The only person that is staged is hazard. But now the Mei's in position and now you're done. So it kind of came down to they had to use a bunch of cooldowns. They give up the high ground in the mid fight and then they weren't staged yet. Because at the end of the day, if we think about it, you kind of have to make this rotation because what else are you going to do, right? If you don't make the rotation there, the only thing left to do is try to trade for somebody. But you shoot the hazard when you should have been shooting the Mei in that case, right? So it's just Genji is dead and they have all that space. Yeah, so you're down cooldowns. So your Genji dies here. Your hazard's out of the fight already. So your hazard's out of the fight. Your Genji's up here and he dies. So you're alone on the angle. What do I say about being the farthest man forward? It's almost always bad. Okay. We're the farthest man forward in this case. So in this situation, you should see the Genji's dead. And because your hazard's not on high ground and he's not on the enemy team or anything, like nothing is happening, this fight's lost. Instantly lost. Because you're going to be at a huge resource disadvantage, right? I mean, like if we look at this, your hazard has no block. Your Mercy has her cooldowns. We use Suzu. We're about to have TP, and then you have no cooldowns either. So it's like in terms of raw resources, we're just not in a position to be able to win this anymore, right? So as a result of that Genji death, at this point, you needed to make one of two decisions in your mind. You need to make number one, I'm going to commit for rotation completely out of the fight, or number two, I'm just going to int backline because I'm going to die either way. So you needed to make a decision. And it looks like you're making the rotation out, which is good. Like I think this is fine. And you actually would have been able to make it because everyone is resetting, as I kind of mentioned, right? So if you just rolled out right here, or just honestly just straight up, yeah, you have roll. But if you just walked out, you'd have been fine. Because I'm pondering what facts evoke the thought of, oh shoot, I gotta go. It comes down to resources, and It just kind of comes down to like resources on both teams, right? I mean, we didn't look at the cooldowns for these guys, but it didn't really matter what cooldowns these guys have. I mean, it turns out we have literally every single cooldown besides Pax and Ash Kit, but there's just nothing your team can do in that position without your tank already on the high ground. So that's kind of what it comes down to. So here, yeah, you needed to just commit to something, but this indecision is not good. And it's a little nitpicky, but I mean, you're kind of at the point where this is like all I can really coach because your macro is good. Like, I like this rotation from you. I think it's good. But like here, I needed you to like commit the backline or rotate out, either one. And just for the record, that maybe changes your percentage chance of winning this game by like, I mean, if you lived actually by quite a bit, but if you had to go for a backline, probably not very much. Okay, here we make the rotation again. Now your tank is dead. Did we get held here? No. Okay, at this point, so I think this is correct. I think why is your tank dying? How is he dying? Hold on, sorry. My stuff. Okay. He's going in with half HP. Like, bro, you need to not. So he's making a mistake. But anyway, after this fight, I would try to not go top left anymore. Yeah, especially after we burn Katuna here. Because if you can't win this fight, the chance of you winning a fight at all on high ground is nil, in my opinion. So at this point, I would decide, I would be like, okay, well, that's not going to work. And then because the thing is on Hollywood, this is your best play, but there are also other good plays on this map. Like, another good play is you can just come all the way through alley and come left side like this and try to flank, or you can come into security, right? The reason I recommend this, and I recommend like all my Cats players do this, is because this is more often than not the best play. More often than not. But it's just in this situation, it's not the case. So I would, like, after losing that fight, I would try playing here, or I would try going for a rat play. It just kind of depends. If you have the rotation available for you to go for the rat play, then do that. But if you don't, then don't. So I think at this point, you need to adapt to the situation. Also, let me boot up Epic Pen before I forget. Okay, and then let me get Overwatch, Epic Pen, display 1. Do this. Okay, cool. We got it. Okay, but yes, but I would start adapting right after this. Okay, Bob comes out. Okay, just live. Yeah. Here, I mean, actually, you're in a good position to go for a wrap. So normally against this Bob, it's just kind of coming down to live. So now in this situation, you should be thinking about, okay, how can I still have uptime in this fight, even though I'm zoned out? And that would be from this cart rolling over here and just looking for something on the angle. I would be totally down for that. This, it's not like this is trolling, but I would have looked for something a little bit higher EV than this. But that's okay. I'd rather you do this than die. But I think if you want to min-max there, you should have identified that you were in a good position to peek in security. Nice kill. Okay. Nice shots. Here, honestly, you're up one and Valk is out. I'm walking main. I'm walking main. Why? Because a rotation to top for the benefits you have right now is just going to take too long. It's just going to take too long. Like, we need this guy to die right now while they're down the Ash. So I would be coming in main for sure. I mean, I'm not going to be like angry that you get a better position, but I think the problem is in this situation is just too long given that you guys have an advantage. Like this is a press the advantage type situation, also given that you have Valk right now. So I'd rather you not rotate. But it's not like rotating is terrible. The worst play you can make is standing in main right now. Like standing like where your Genji is right now. That's the worst play. Wait, what? That bumps you out of it. That's crazy. I didn't actually know that. I would cancel that. Oh, I didn't even see the May. Okay, nice job. So actually worked. This actually ended up being the better play, so maybe I'm wrong. Without rally. Yeah, I would repeat this too. Yeah. Yeah, repeating that's your best play for sure. Because if you don't kill him, then nothing else will happen. Nice kill. Okay, I mean, I'm not opposed to this. Yeah, that's fine. So what I'm thinking to myself right now is, should he stay on the floor or should he rotate? I think if if you were going to rotate, you had perfect timing. Okay. You found the perfect window if you were going to rotate. So now the question is, no, the rotation's perfect. I think the rotation's perfect, actually. I think you actually had perfect timing on this. No, you were right. This was correct. This was for sure correct. My hunch was that it was correct, but I just wanted to double check. Because sometimes in some fights, you have to use your intuition to determine do you have enough time or not. In this situation, you did, and this was good. I wouldn't say that this is why you won the fight, but it's definitely a much more winning position. It would have prevented a loss. It's like a better way to think about it. Yep, I like this. Yeah, it's fine. Perfect. Then you get marked by hazard. Okay, you just gotta live. Just hold it. Just hold it. Just hold it. Okay. The cast needed to die there, but that's fine. Okay, your attack has been pretty good so far, to be honest. There's no like key issue. I think your macro is good. Like I think, and notice how much better, like compared to all the other times I've watched your Hollywood. Notice there's just I have no complaints, and you guys won. Like all the times you get stuck, it's because there's like an obvious macro decision you're not making. But now, like because you have a good understanding of macro, it's coming down to a lot more nuanced things. Like here, we should hit more shots. Like, what actually happens here? They're kind of hard to see, so nah, that's fine actually. Don't drop, don't drop, don't drop. This was your mistake here. You need to stay up there. You need him to like staying up here is so important in Hollywood. This is all perfect, but here you have a Mercy and a Kiri with you on the high ground. So here, not only does he not hit you with slash, you're full HP, you got both supports with you. You do hit him with flash. You wouldn't have gotten knocked off by that. Maybe you would have got knocked off by that. I would have stayed up here a little bit longer than dropped, but honestly, this is probably fine. Never mind, it didn't really matter because you would have got booped off anyway. But typically, like, if I can, yeah, you would have dropped. Yeah, typically, if I can, I try to greed high grounds as much as I can. But I think this is all fine. Now that I actually saw what happened, nice shot. That's unlucky. That's just unlucky. But I mean, you made pretty much the best play possible here. Other than the dead eye. But I'm not too worried about the dead eye. It's not a big deal. Lol. Nice shot. Now we just stand on the high ground. I don't know, in that situation, I got everyone look at me. No, you were good. I think you made the best play. Go to the high ground, shoot them a bunch, then drop on the brig. I thought that was all perfect. You can argue that maybe you need to stay up top against the brig, but I understand dropping. Okay, now you just sit up here and shoot them. It's literally free. I like the tank focus. Okay, Nano comes out, whatever. And we die, whatever. Oh, we lose. This kind of just comes down to don't get slept on. Yeah, I mean, but I think the play is fine. What's the next best alternative? Play bottom left, like side of saloon. I don't think it's better. Yeah, I think you made your best plays. I think it's fine. I think your second point was almost perfect.
Ready for more field research.
Okay, let's see.
Attackers incoming. Look out. Defend objective A. Are we ready?
Okay, we start on the high ground. Yeah, this is a situation where you can stay up here, so this is good.
Help me out.
Your team is holding up, and they don't have very much range, and you're not getting poked. Yeah, just stand up here. Carry dies. How's my Carry die? Okay, she gets fucking her head blown off by the Widowmaker. Okay, you need to live. You need to just live. Get out, get out, get out. Okay, so in situations like this where someone dies early and you guys have no momentum at all, right? Like there's no chance you win like this. You need absolutely 100% of the time need to live, okay? Especially because you just can right now. They're not going to be able to kill you if you rotate out. So you need to live. If you walk out and die, you're inting and actually turbo throwing. Because there's a good chance you guys actually retouch here. Now you need to rotate. I mean just looking at the state of the map, there's pretty much no way you retouch, right? I mean, your Mei is in, but I mean, other than that, there's no way you retouch. I would just be staging for second. No. Should I upload an Esperanto VOD? I think I played the best I could, but we ultimately lost. Yeah, go ahead. I only have like a couple of VODs today, so yeah, you can drop as many as you want. I think I have room for like 2 more. So yeah, I can take a look at whatever you want. Okay, we just stand up here. Perfect. So you can actually like really greed the high ground against this comp. They don't have a way to kill you. Like they have no verticality, no Genji, no monkey, no nothing. So you can just kind of stand up here and do whatever you want. Just don't. Yeah. Okay. So we need to not re-peek this Widow. You know she's right there. Yeah. So she's literally just saw you. What else is she gonna do other than hope you swing again? Yeah. So this was dumb. Don't re-swing here. And then you re-swing it for a 3rd time. I would just stand up there and shoot man. I just wouldn't even shoot the people on the side. But giving up high ground here against a team that has no verticality is really bad. Like, you need to go back to high ground. Honestly, like, after you drop here, you need to do what your Hazard just did and go back to the high ground. Aren't, like, all my high ground swings denied by her? No. No. Like, here's what you do. Here's what you do. Widow's there? Perfect. Here's what you do. You just stand here. You stand here till a cart pushes up, and then you shoot the Mauga from like right here. That's what you do. You don't gotta, like, I think you're like, if the cart never ever moved, yeah. Like if the cart just stood here forever, yeah. But the cart moves, bro. So you just wait till they push and then you shoot them. That's it. Yeah. You just kind of forgot that about cart. But yeah, you should have just went back to high ground. Like here, you for sure would have back. Like this, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a game. If they never swap, you can deadlift. You can deadlift this game because they just have no verticality. No vert. Okay, and because you have a mercy pocket, as long as this guy is like not trolling, you can just stand on top and then you should be fine largely. So this is a carryable game. Given that that's if they don't swap. But you being on the floor against this comp is going to be horrendous. But the Blizzard comp, wow, we missed a bunch of shots on her, but whatever. Not worried about it. Yeah, but here's the problem. Look, because you're not on the high ground, that Cass gets to go on the high ground for free. Look. Look at this. So you're not up there. So there's no neutral pressure from you in this fight at all. I'm going to try to get more VODs with this drive weekend to give you some more variety. Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you want to do. I'm down to take a look at anything. But you're not already up there. So what you should be doing is, I mean, you maybe could help this fight. I don't know. But this would not be free, and you actually probably would have killed him if you took the elevator up. Yeah. So you just have no neutral, then you get caught on the rotation. Like the role should be flipped here, ironically. But yeah, you just don't really do anything, and then you just lose. Yeah. Okay, so that was your problem. Like I think your second attack was perfect. I mean, it's unfortunate you lost or whatever. First, it's a little bit nitpicky, but I think it's largely fine. But you definitely fumbled the defense here. Yeah, I think that's really all there is to take away from this. I think you probably still would have lost this game, to be honest, because it was just like a team gap. But games like that, you just can't really do anything about, right? Like this new Bonnie game that I was complaining about earlier today. Like there's just no way I was winning that game. There was just no winning going to be happening in that game. Some games are just like that. It doesn't happen very often. Some people say like 40% of games are like that. That's not true. It's like maybe 10-15% of your games are just straight up unwinnable. Most of the time you can carry. But yeah, that's what I'd say about the Hollywood. It's just your defense it wasn't terrible, but you had some good ideas, but I need you to stay on the high ground. I missed 10. GM's proved that. Yeah. Okay, let's look at Nepal. 90%. Yeah, that's true. I think most games are carryable. Like a vast majority of games are carryable for sure. Okay, roll out. We go right side. Nice kill. Here, roll backwards. That's fine. Whatever. Is there like any raw position we could have better? No. God, I really don't care about that death. Don't roll forward here. Don't roll forward here. I think this play was bad because tank wasn't engaged properly. On this first run? Where is your tank? No, dude, this play is fine. The whole play is fine. You dying is just unlucky. But you should not roll forward here. Here, against this Juno. Because here's the problem. Let's act like we don't move from this position. Look at her hitbox. It's like literally one verticality, one vertical level, and she's moving left to right. Dude, just shoot her, bro. Rolling forward here is not the answer, because this is gonna get you killed. Stuff like this is gonna get you killed. Like here, because let's say she gets out, what is she gonna do, right? She's gonna come this way, go back behind the wall like this. Okay, you just swing wide. It's that simple. You just swing wide like this and shoot her. Like this is the better position to be in. So yeah, I would not roll forward here. I think this is consistently losing. I probably would have chased this ball a little bit more than this. Like here, I would come back and shoot the ball. I mean, he gets out. But yeah, I mean, like there's not really like a lot more to do right now. You know, this is fine. Never mind. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. That's actually probably perfect the way you play that. Because I didn't realize there are still people alive. This is good. Perfect. So one thing I've been thinking about a lot more on Shrine in particular is I don't think you ever really want to stand on this side of the map after you've won a fight. I think you always want to be either in main or left side, because the problem with right side is that people don't really come right, and when they do, it's normally like a hit scan or like someone with long range like Curious or like a Tracer or something, and you're not going to be able to mark them, right? Because they're just going to outrange you and you lose the duel. But if you play in main or in this left mega side, you can shoot them as they walk up, and poking them as they walk up is going to be in your effective range, and generally you'll have teammates. And I think it's just going to be preferred. And then what I think you do is if you play main here, then you rotate back to this angle. I think that's optimal. Because the problem is, like, I predict you're not gonna have any poke as they walk up here, or like very, very limited poke as they walk up, which does make a big difference on this map. Yeah, like here, like you'd be slightly more effective from this angle, and you'd be less isolated. Like you maybe could have killed the Bastion there, but you just can't even see the Bastion from this angle. So I think standing in main or like after a fight is one. I think standing in main or on the mega side is better. But like, see, for example, right? Like, what are you supposed to do against Bastion? He just outranges you. I don't mind you coming wide for that soldier. I think that's fine. This, I think the roll is fine too, but it's just, yeah, you just can't really do anything against Bastion. Like, I'd honestly just prefer we right here right now when we're spamming, and then we rotate back to the angle. I'd prefer. I don't really like the Deadeye, but it's okay. I think you can argue for it, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. I personally wouldn't have did that. I would have just shot him. Okay, this is fine. Just shoot him in the room. Okay. So right now, I would just be thinking about ults, right? What ults do they have? Okay, they have Bastion ult. Turns out they have Bastion ult, Nano, Visor, and Judo ult. So they're probably gonna Nano Visor here. So how can you position for that? Morning, friends. Here from Cass Tips. So drop stadium for comp. Well, welcome to the fold to Kumquat. We're learning Cass. I offer free Cass coaching. So if you have a VOD that you have of Cass and competitive, you can drop it in the Discord and I'll take a look. It's good to have you. Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, you know what I was talking about earlier, Montana? Like, I think this angle is just worse. And this is just theory. I actually don't know for sure because I haven't actually went out and studied it, but I was just thinking about it. I'm pretty sure, like, right now, you want to be here. I'm, like, almost certain. Here, probably more like this, to be honest. Then shoot them on the walk-up. Because you don't shoot them a single time on the walk-up, I don't think. Yeah, you, like, barely do any damage on the walk-up. Yeah, like, here, this D.Va should, you know, be minus 200 health already. And then we would have rotated here basically now. Thanks, already done. I'm a cast main. Perfect, man. Well, we're all cast mains here. I don't think there's anyone that's not a cast. There's like one or two people that aren't cast mains. You're right. I mean, look at this space. I would have denied if I stood main. Yeah, I think standing main and then rotating the stairs is just a better play. In like these types of situations. But like stuff like this, coming wide on the angle, I think is fine. Like I like this a lot. Coming wide on the angle, force the D.Va reaction, and then come wide again. Perfect. Like I think this is all good. But I think if you guys were gonna win the fight, it had to be like at the beginning. Like, cause I don't, that or you just like 2-tap somebody. So like, yeah, it was like the way you would have won was killing that Juno, or a D.Va getting demec'd right there, or like here, honestly, you probably needed to just commit. Because the problem is, like, the thing is, D.Va ult, sorry, your Juno ult comes out. So I think your play is just go like this and like stand here and shoot them. Like at this point. I mean, you do risk that you're going to die to tank, but I think you just have to commit. Yeah, exactly. I think you just kind of have to do something. Because there's just like not another window to do anything this fight. Or like here now you can't because you're getting marked. Right now you literally can't make the rotation. So that's not an option anymore. She flies away. Now is your opportunity and you see it. Like you're really good at identifying this stuff. Yeah, but it's like if you were going to carry that fight, you would have had to go wide. Like a slightly earlier. And then just like as a min-maxing thing, I think you needed to stand in main and then rotate to stairs. I think that's going to be a more consistent neutral. But I just don't think there's another way to win that fight. The only other way to win this fight is like if you totally flip the situation on its head, which would be like you understand that you're down on the ult economy. Like here, you would have had to understand that you're going to be down on the ult economy, right? The only things you have are Juno ult. Sorry, let me pull up my epic pen. That you guys have Juno ult and Ram ult versus 4 ults on the enemy team. And then as a result, you go for a rat angle. And the rat angle I would be doing right now, if I were you, and this was my decision, is I would stand here and then late fight, look for this rotation and shoot them in the back. Split. Lol, just woke up and you're streaming again. Yeah. Today's been a long day because I wanted to hit GM today, and then I do my coaching streams at 6 p.m. CST on Mondays and Fridays. Yeah, ult tracking is something I don't have down at all. I mean, it's something to think about. I don't think it's like super important. Like, because keep in mind, you could have won this fight even without ult tracking. Like, you could have won the fight without ult tracking. But it's just like, I'm just providing you an alternative, right? Like the only other alternative here is that you would have identified that you're down on the ult economy and then went for like a really high risk play, because the chance of you losing that is pretty high anyway, in terms of just like a raw probability standpoint. Oh, and then you said, okay, so I thought what I need to practice in my games is just playing according to my tank fully. No. This is nothing of what's going on has to do with your tank. To be honest with you. This has nothing to do with your tank. There's not like... That fight was not because... The opportunity you had was not because of your fight. Or sorry, it wasn't because of what your tank was doing. It's not... I don't know how to explain it. But it's not... I wouldn't... I don't think you're mistiming with your tank or anything. Like, I think it's fine. What about here? Here you just lose the duel. If you kill him, it would have been fine, but you just lose the duel. I would stop coming this way. So here's the thing, like, you're getting outranged by Soldier. Why do you keep going to Soldier's angle? It makes no sense. Like, you need to come left side. You're getting outranged. Come this way. Like, this side of the map exists. Walk this way and shoot them this way. This time was fine because the Soldier wasn't shooting you and it wasn't marking the angle, right? But why are we keep coming this way when this guy's got 10 times more range than us? Yeah, so you're just, like, wasting time. Now, because you're synced with your tank, you're able to walk in. But honestly, I would just prefer... Like, I would just prefer if you're doing the same thing, but here. I mean, it wouldn't have unfolded this way, but I don't know. What do you think about going to that angle through main? I think it depends, right? If you're not getting marked, then yeah, go to right side. But I would not come right side off rip and getting marked by Soldier. Like, you're going to get outranged and just lose the neutral. But here the issue is, like, I just wouldn't have come right side. Like, in this situation, I would have went left because I'm going to get outranged. So, like, the chance of me winning a gunfight over here is not good. Like, because just, like, for me, the only reason you're even able to cross at all is because you're mercy pocketed, right? Like, this would be a lot less comfortable. Yeah, I mean, you do roll forward. I mean, you had good timing. Never mind. It wasn't because you're mercy pocketed. But it's like, what playmaking is going to happen here versus what playmaking can happen here. Like, I'd much rather you... I would have honestly rather you either come main or left side, either one. Like, I don't like this right rotation at all, the coast rotation. This coast rotation, you should very rarely do as Cass. Very rarely you should come this way. It's just because the range is bad. Like, every subsequent fight after you make that position is just not good for you. And I wouldn't solo dead-eyed that guy. Like, here, your winning plays go top left or bottom left. Either one. Yeah. Here, you should be looking through the wall for your team. You have no idea where your tank is right now. Where's your tank? Yeah, but like, you can just see how much more comfortable this side is. It's just infinitely more comfortable than the right side ever was. Like, yeah, I'd much rather you come this way. I would not roll forward here. I think this roll actually kills you. Yeah, like... This has nothing to do with your tank. Like, why would you need... I mean, it would have been nice for you to know where your tank was, but you didn't lose this because of your tank. You identified the good rotation. The reason you lost this fight is because you rolled forward. What rank is this? I think Montana's like low diamond, high plat or something. Yeah, he's like low diamond. But yeah, just don't roll forward here, bro. You had it. Because the problem is, and now you're rolling into a diva, and we all know how that goes, right? Like, your whole game plan this fight, like, if you watch my VODs in situations like this, I stand way back here and shoot them. That's what I do in these fights. That's what you should be doing. Like, right, like, this roll is so troll. So troll. And then you just, like, you would have demeched this diva and probably won the fight if you didn't roll forward. And I'm not trying to like tell you this to make you feel bad, but it's like you could have won this. You had the potential to win. Yeah, it also doesn't make sense to go point blank against Diva. It's not really that. Actually, it is exactly that. Never mind. It's exactly that. Man, please go all out. Okay, I got you. I mean, I'm most of the time I'm pretty uncensored. I'm pretty like, you did this wrong. And the reason I'm like this, guys, is because this is how I learn. I learn when people are like, yeah, you're just bad. And I'm like, okay, cool. Because then it's helpful because it's like, okay, the game was actually in my control. I could have won the game. And that's the mindset you need to win. That's the 1v9 mindset. Everything is in your control. You can carry, you can win. Here, okay, here's what I need you to do on this map. So on Sanctum, I need you to see that your echo is coming right side and I need you to go left. Every time, okay, every time I need you to do this. If your ally DPS is going main, go left. Go the other way. Always go the other way. Because the meta game for this, and as you get better, or as you climb rank, you'll have a flex DPS and your tracer will always go this way. It always happens. Like high rank flex DPS realizes they need to take the off angle most of the time. Okay, so they're going to come this way most of the time, right? They're not going to go bridge way. And normally your hit scan will be going bridge way. So as you rank up, this will be more common. But I need you to understand that the meta game on this map is that you have control of this lane, and then you have this late flank, which is really, 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 really strong. Okay, are you going to get marked by Diva? Is that potential possible? Yeah, but you generally, as long as you're using audio cues, should have enough time to rotate out. So yes, you make the right decision, which is come left. But the wrong decision is come main. Why should you not come in? Well, I mean, this guy is like probably 40 meters away from you, bro. Like, how are you ever going to do damage to this guy? Sanctum, do you go main otherwise? I don't know how to play this point. Like, if you're talking about stand on point, you should never really stand on point. You should only ever come right side if your other DPS... Like, if you have a Sojourn on your team, for example, and they come right side, I don't want to see you doubling up with Sojourn. I want you to come this way. But the mistake you make is that you come to, like, point. I don't know what you're doing. You need to come this way. Like, you should be coming, because what should happen is this Bastion should leave form. He would get out of form right now, and then you would kill him. You would be killing him right now. Or at least baiting his resources. And then that'll give your team a window to walk forward. Yeah, the playbook is that if you don't have a flex DPS or they're not coming left side, you come left side and you flank like this. This is the playbook. Because you can force duels, and we like to bet on ourselves, so we want to take duels, and you just live. As long as you live, you're fine. But this is like zero contribution. Yeah, we're just like not really doing anything here. It's just not like, this is an Ashe angle, and we're not playing Ashe, right? Like, that's the problem. We want to cast the angle, so you have to invent whatever the casting angle might be, which is go left and flank the Bastion, flank the soldier. But keep in mind, the only reason we're doing that in this situation is because our echo was in main, right? Our echo went this way. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if you went main, that would have been higher value than what you just did. Like, if you went here, that would have been higher value than, like, I'm gonna be real. This is probably the worst play you could have made, unfortunately. Just because everything is out of your range, and there's no, like, let's say, like, there's no rotations from here. Like, it's just this, and then it's a really long rotation, which honestly is your best play, but, like, you can't rotate right to go main because it's just, there's no cover. Yeah, I totally get why I D-rank so far now. Just made click. I mean, I don't know. For me, like, every time I watch your game, you're just making, like, different mistakes every time. So it's not like a consistent, there's not like a one pattern that I can recommend you. But like here, you just wait for healing and then take the angle. Take the duel. Perfect. This was fine. This was winning. Did we kill the soldier? No, but could we have? Yeah. So this was a good fight. Like, this was a good fight. Here, you just need to be careful because you can hear the Juno and the soldier, right? So I'm down for this, and then just leave. Yeah, perfect. Grab the mega, perfect, and then we get, this is a perfect execution. Great job. You play this perfectly. From a macro perspective. Like, and I thought the cooldowns were fine too. And then we're just outranged from the soldier and whatever. Yeah, what I've realized is that while it's weird mistakes, they're high magnitude. Yeah, I think that is true. You're like doing there's something like, yeah, it's like you make a game losing play typically. Like this is game losing, unfortunately. But yeah, we need to not die here. This is really important that you don't die here. Like, did you watch it? Were you here when I played Atlas earlier? And I dropped off the high ground on accident and died? That is a game losing play, and that's the type of plays you'd be making sometimes. Yeah, see that's like my analogy. Like this role needed to not get you, like you needed to live here. You just needed, like I don't have a way to tell you, but they needed you to be alive right now. Exactly, it's kind of insight, yeah. I like this. Why do I like this, guys? I like this because the problem with the matchup is that Montana is playing against a diva, and going into a diva in main is basically impossible, and just you're asking to die. Okay, so I always pretty much recommend an off angle, especially on this map, because if you don't have a DPS taking a flank off angle, it's gonna be really brutal for your team to walk forward. Really, really brutal. You're gonna eat a ton of spam from the Bastion and from the Diva and the Soldier eventually. So if you have someone like a Tracer, or like in our situation, us as Cassidy take the angle, it's gonna be a way easier walk out. I just explode randomly, so that now needs minimizing. Yeah, but I just don't know how to like prescribe you like what would even need to be fixed. I would not drop here. So the problem with this drop is that now what are your options? Like these are the only options. They both suck. So the thing you need, this unfortunately I don't have the guide, but you need to know that you can roll tech off this thing and go up here. You need to know this on this map. So you stand here, you look slightly to the left at the wall basically, and then roll tech and you'll land up top. And it's pretty consistent. But now you're stuck here, and there's not really a good play because you don't know the roll tech. Oh, this Deadeye is good. I actually like the Deadeye. I like the Deadeye with the trans. But now we're stuck. Yeah, so your big mistake here was dropping. Like, we need to not drop. Like, fighting the soldier is fine. Like here. Bam, bam. Bro, just fight him. If I was here, I mean, it's kind of a cheat code answer. But dude, if you were watching me, what would I do? I would fight this guy. I would fight him. And then if I died, I'd be like, well, whatever. Like you just need to fight this guy right now. But you drop. You even have the Weaver with you. So yeah, this drop is just throw. Like, it's unfortunately, it's just throw. And the reason you win that because, I mean, you killed somebody who walked into you, but like, is that the winning play? No, it's not the winning play. Like, we won this because of our team, basically. Okay. This is fine. This is good. I like this. You mark the soldier, then you hear the on us, then you come back. I mean, honestly, I think I just gotta play more mindlessly for prescription. More mindlessly? I don't, like... I think mindfully, like, I needed you to 1v1 the soldier. Like, it felt like... dropping there felt mindless to me. Guys, don't go to the virus website, please. Also, why is our crosshair placement on the floor? Okay, now we fix it. Like, I like this. You fight the soldier. Like, this is fine. I would fight him probably a little bit more aggressively than you are. But I think, like, the idea is good. Because you deny his rotation completely. And now we just sit here. But yeah, but, like, right now, we have 0 uptime. Here, Shoot the diva. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Unswing because you hear the soldier. Okay, but you don't see him, hear him pushing you. So then come back left and shoot him. If you go back and watch my gameplay, there was like multiple times where a tracer was like on an angle, and I was like, okay, I'll just shoot her when she's closer to me. But she's behind me the whole time. Should I be turning around for her? I mean, I could, but then I'm gonna lose all the uptime in main that my team needs me to do. Right? Like, I'd rather get slightly caught off guard by a tracer than I would lose all my uptime in main. Because what does the tracer want me to do? What does the tracer want me to do? She wants me to follow her and chase her and kill her, or try to, at least. That's what she wants. What does this soldier want you to do? He wants you to respect him. Well, he wants you to ignore him so he can kill you, but he wants to take up your time so that his team now has a better window to walk through main, right? So like this downtime, like, dude, you should have been shooting the diva as they're coming wide. You don't even hear the soldier anymore. You go bam, 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 bam. Like, this diva should be getting demeched right now. That soldier could have died, right? Like, but we are just not contributing at all. We don't contribute at all to this fight. Oh my gosh. Like 10 seconds just straight up just disappeared where we just did not, like, we might as well have went AFK. No, that was good. That was good. You had it. You had it. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. You had it. You had it. Yeah, just a little bit too much hesitation. Perfect. And then the roll forward was just unlucky with timing. But it was the right idea. And then do we just lose? Yeah, then you just lose. Okay. All in all, I would not... Your shrine was largely fine. But your sanctum was terrible. I'll be honest. Your shrine, I'm not too worried about, but this sanctum was really bad. Like, yeah, I can tell you just don't really know how to play Sanctum. Like, you should never be... There's pretty much no situation where you should ever be in here. Ever. Because there's just nothing to do in this little, like, U-Haul room. I liked you coming left. Like, you had a good idea. But I needed you to fight that soldier. And then you dropped. And then you should basically never be... Sometimes you'll be here, but it's very rare, right? I need you to... As I mentioned, just remember the principle, right? If your other DPS is coming this way, I need you to come this way, okay? Like, you guys need to split up. It's very important because that's like a really big meta game. Because the thing is, as well, is if all of your team goes this way and no one on your team is here at all, that just means the enemy flex DPS is going to be able to come here for free and take all the space behind you and flank you guys. And that's why the whole metagame is that you need to be able to deny this lane. Like, if you go watch any pro VOD, I guarantee you there's almost always like a flex DPS or a Kiriko or something on this side of the map. On this left side of the map. Almost always. So just pay attention. And honestly, that principle alone should make you win Sanctum more. Because you'll have... The reason it's also good to do it is because it just gives you more control over the outcome of the game, right? Like, and that's why I tend to advocate for flanking, and I probably advocate for it a little bit too much, but flanking is really high impact. It's really, really, really high impact. So I really recommend doing stuff like that. But yeah, but if let's say a flex DPS went main, like if your flex DPS or like someone else went to, you know, this side of the map and you went main, this is just a matter of distance management and hitting headshots. Like, that's all this is. That's all like playing in main really comes down to is Cassidy. It's just, can you manage distance properly and can you hit headshots properly? Okay. Cool. Yeah, no problem. And then while you're here, did you have another one as well? Oh, let's do Sandball, because Sandball was here a second ago. I kind of feel like I know what to work on. Okay, perfect. That's great. We'll look at Sandballs, and then we'll look at Jason's, and then we'll keep rocking and rolling. Okay, so Sandball said, "Hi, Tail. I mainly play Stadium, but have swapped over to Comp due to frustrations with matchmaking in Oceania. In the match at Kings Row, we started off strong with okay, this is Plat. We started off strong on offense with an early pick, but lost momentum and had a fair few fights. Be curious to hear your thoughts." Okay, perfect. Where are we? Oh, did we play? Do we start Widow and then go Cash? Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. That's fine. Though I can't put it to work, just gonna play more and try and notice why I die every time that I do. I mean, yeah, you might benefit from self-reviewing. I don't have anything to like specifically tell you, unfortunately. Nice kill. Great kill. And I like that you ego the Hanzo. In these type of situations, just ego him and pray you win, okay? in this type of situation, just straight up ego it. Although just practicing what I normally do. Yeah, just make sure you're doing things 8 for 20 minutes and then just play, and then you should be climbing, honestly. Here, turn for Reaper. Throw flash, bro. Just throw flash. So flash came out too late. I needed you to flash him earlier. So here's what I would have done. Here, turn flash immediately. And I'm pretty sure you hit him. I'm like pretty sure you hit him. If you walk forward and throw it, I'm pretty sure he gets flash. And if he doesn't flash, what he'll do is he'll wraith, or sorry, if he doesn't get flashed, he'll wraith. And then what you do is you can either roll through him or backwards, you decide. And then you just kill him. So that is a micro error. Here, okay, I need you to have more proximity to the enemy team. So right now you're way too close. What I need you to do is come back here and just shoot them. Okay, because the problem is if they decide to walk forward for whatever reason, you are going to be the first guy to die because your mobility is trash on Cass. Okay, so you're going to stand back here and you're just going to shoot everybody and win the game. That's going to be your play. But this is just too close. Like you're way too, like Cassidy is 20 meters effective range. Like we don't need to be this close. And I mean, he's low, so I understand the role, but yeah. I need you to play further back. I like the flash. I think that was all fine. And I like that you don't swing the angle. It's good. Here, I wouldn't even peek. I'd be setting up. Okay. All right. Good night, Montana. See you later, man. I'll check. I'll do that third one later, I think. I missed a load of shots here on Juno. All right. We'll take a look. Yeah, but thanks for tuning in, Montana. But here's what you should do, Kumquat. I need you to stop coming main immediately. Bam, we're coming this way. We're coming this way. We're coming straight up the stairs. We're coming up top like this. This is what I want you to do. Okay. And the reason being is there's two reasons. Number one is you deny high ground from the enemy team. Because what'll end up happening is like a Reaper will TP up here and then he'll like drop behind you and shoot you guys in the back or whatever. So you'll deny that play from happening. And number two, it opens up an off angle. Because the problem with King's Row is there's not very many angles. Like literally look at this. What angles are there? Well, there's this alleyway, which is on the, whoops, where's my epic pen? There's this alleyway, which is on the floor right here. And then there's main right here, right? And then this is a window. And we want, ideally we would use all three in a fight, but I mean, this is very rare to happen. But we can be here as Cassidy, so why not, or are we not there, right? So I want to see you on the high ground. So you need to make the rotation. Make the rotation. Are you talking about right here on this Juno? I really don't care about this. I miss shots like that all the time too. It's like not a big deal. I don't like this aggressive rotation against Ram. Okay, so here's the problem. Is that you're going to be pushing in here early against a Ram. This is all costing resources, and the card is still coming out. Like, you have no card. Like, really? Really, typically, you want to wait to push into the space aggressively, unless they're just like, if the enemy team was like way back here, yeah, take space, right? But the problem is you guys didn't take this space ahead of time, so now you have to fight for it. But now you're fighting for it too early, right? The card is not here fast enough. The car is still in an animation. Right now, you should be setting up, coming high ground, and looking for this, or just standing here and shooting. But this is too early. You're pushing in way too early. So even though this Ram gets hooked, okay, he should not have died. Why does he not form? So this Ram makes a few mistakes. Well, number one, he definitely should not be doing this. He should have throw up shield here and went wide. Probably. I'm not a tank player. But he also has form. He has form and he can just block. So this play that your Roadhog makes, honestly, just doesn't get punished properly. But I'm here to tell you that what you're doing right now is a bad play, even though it panned out. All right, like this fight is just super awkward for us. We should be up top right now. And it's just kind of fortunate. Yeah, it's just kind of fortunate that it panned out this way. It's only plat, so perhaps that's why. Yeah, and keep in mind, I'll probably like still critique you for things that work, even though you might do something and it works. But I'm here to tell you that that's not a good habit and why, right? So, yeah. So like, if this was like a GM lobby or something, for example, Eurohog would have like this play. You guys should not have won this fight. You guys overperformed. I'm gonna be honest. This is an overperformance. Okay, and then so here, yeah, here you needed to go high ground, number one, but we're gonna ignore that part. Here on this Reaper, bam, like just flash him now, bro. Just flash him now. Like I don't know why you hold flash so long against Reaper. Just like throw it. Don't even overthink it. Just throw it. A lot of people who don't look, I'm like the only catch specialist in the game that's coaching him. I mean, there is like Wanted and other people, but I'm the only one that's coaching him. And I'm here to tell you that people overthink flash all the time. Just throw it, bro. Just throw it. I'm being so for real with you. Just throw it. Against Genjis, just throw it. Tracers, typically your rule of thumb is after the first blink. But like anytime after the first blink. But even then, like if you watch Lip, sorry, bang my mic. Even Lip does it wrong. Even Lip just throws it off rip and he kills people. So like, there's not a right answer all the time. It was a bad decision to fight the Reaper. No, it wasn't like, it's more like, you just play the matchup wrong. Like I'm fine with you fighting him, but I need you to fight him here and you throw a flash right now. Like that's what I need. But because you don't do that, you just walk into a room, like a point blank closet against Reaper and die. Like I'm cool for you to fight Reaper, but not in this room after you missed the flash window. Like I needed you to just flash him, bro. Just flash him. But whatever. So like the issue is not that fight in particular, it's that you just don't throw flashes at Reapers for whatever reason. Like I need you to just use it. But here also, like same principle as earlier. I need you to walk all the way around, come up top. So after you die every time on King's Row, I don't want you to come out this door. I want you to always come this way, always come up the stairs. And then as you're walking this way, decide if you want to play in main or if you want to play on high ground. Okay? Because I'd rather you be here to start and then drop. Because, Cassidy can't climb walls, right? But the problem is if you're on the floor right now and then you're like, crap, I wish I was on the high ground. It's basically impossible for you to make that rotation. That rotation is now like 20 seconds. Okay, so I need you to start top and then drop. Like, because if you got to this point and you're like, okay, I need to play on main, then just drop and play main. But like, honestly, if I went high ground right now, I'd just be standing here and shooting them. It would be so great. It would be so great. But you just have the wrong rollout. So that's a rollout you need to know on King's Row. You have good crosshair placement, by the way. Generally good. Okay, I predict you're gonna get stuck here because you just don't set up properly for any of this point. Like, the way to break this hold is go top. Because also the thing that's nice about going top, like your fair is kind of doing it right now. This play is really, really winning. It's really, really winning. I mean, it's gonna depend, right? Like if you watch, I played King's Row today and yesterday. I recommend after this coaching session to go watch some of my King's Row gameplay and you can see how to play them out. There are some things I did wrong, but I typically, if I do something wrong as I'm playing, I'll explain what I did wrong and why. But yeah, like this is all brutal. This is all really, really brutal. Like what you should be doing is you're just too close right now. If you're going to play a main, you need to just be here and shoot. You need to just be here because you're just way too close. Because like, let's act like the Reaper's not even here. The problem is that if the Ram uses form, you are dead. You are 100% dead. Like you were never gonna win. So yeah, ignoring the Reaper, you're just way too close. Yeah, but who on your team is gonna fight these guys? I mean, your Pharah can, but it'd also be awesome if you could do that too. But, I mean, your Pharah doesn't even go up top. Like your Pharah is also misplaying, but yeah. Sorry, I missed this. So we Deadeye in main. What do I think about the Deadeye? Okay, so typically with Deadeye, you don't ever really want to use Deadeye with another like zoning ult. I find I just mindlessly roll out half the time. Your rolls are fine. I haven't complained about them yet, so they're probably fine. But one thing about Deadeye is you typically don't want to use Deadeye with another zoning ult. So like you don't want to use Deadeye with Hog ult. You don't want to use Deadeye with like a Dragon Strike, for example. Like there's a bunch of ults in the game where it just doesn't really make a lot of sense, and this is one of them. Like because at the end of the day, what does Roadhog ult do? It just knocks them all backwards, and in this case, like they're just going to be able to rotate out. right? So this is just an inconsequential Deadeye. So here you should have just canceled it. This fight was fine. Other than the Deadeye, I think that was all fine. Given that you're playing on the floor. Do we flank? Okay, cool. So here you make a mistake. Here. Actually, this is probably fine. I was thinking that your Pharah's dead, so maybe just chill, but honestly, this would be the time to swing because they're not going to expect it at all. Like, there's no chance they expect it. We just don't kill them, so that's mechanical failure. And staying on the angle is fine. You're baiting resources. Yeah, but you need to leave now. Roll out, roll out. Yeah, you needed to roll out immediately from the angle. You waited too long. Here. Bam, bam, bam. That guy's walking forward. Give it up instantly. Because the last thing you want to do is be in a fight against Reaper on a reswing, and he's right here. Okay, that's not what you want. So here, once you saw the Reaper walking toward you and you can hear the Hanzo, immediately roll out and then start rotating either back to your team or go up top, either one. But this reswing is crazy. This reswing will get you killed. So don't reswing like that. Like if you don't, your window here, so the play was good. Like this is a good macro play, but you just had micro failure. Like bam, bam, bam. A GM cast, I maybe 2-tap this Reaper probably half the time. Okay, maybe a little bit less. I probably 2-tap that Reaper 1 in every 3 games. Okay, your success rate's probably like 1 in 6 games, but even then, this is still the best play. Like this is still a good play regardless. Like I like you doing this. I just need you to give up the angle and play it safe after you saw him walk toward you. So yeah. So that was fine. Okay, and now you're just too close. Like here, you're also fanning don't fan from this far away. I'm okay with you fanning tanks sometimes, but it needs to be a lot closer to the tank. This is way too far away, right? But either way, you should be using primary fire from like right here right now, like pretty far back. You're just way too close. Because see, you get hit by stuff but like this ram E that you should just be avoiding. And don't fan here either. Like watch my gameplay, and I don't fan that much. I fan tanks quite often, but I normally don't fan in like most of my matchups. And why are we walking closer to a Reaper and ultimate? Here? Look. Reaper ult? Okay, now watch your movement. We're walking closer to him. So you have a bad habit of hold W itis. I need you to stop doing that. It's going to get you killed. You're walking toward the enemy team a lot. Like here, I mean, it kind of makes sense. But now while you could just be shooting the ram from choke, like here, bam, what you should do is come this way like this and then shoot him like this. And then if he does form you, okay, roll backwards, right? This is you're really deeply committing to the angle. Now you're right next to him, and then he pops Annihilation, and then he could kill you. I mean, he doesn't, but he could kill you right here. Also, keep in mind, like, I have, like... So your biggest issue right now is you just kind of, like, walk way too close to people. Way too close. Okay, I like that you guys are pushed up here. Your Pharah is dead, so you should be giving up space. You're in here for way too long. Okay, you catch the Hanzo, which is good, but you're gonna die. So it's more important in this situation that you live than instead of you killing people. Killing people is not good in this situation. Why? Because they're gonna spawn in and they're gonna get to the cart before you will. Okay, so it's more important that you live. So after your Pharah dies here, I'm down for you to shoot the Hanzo, but only as you're leaving. Like, I need you to leave and get out of the angle, right? Bam. Okay, we kill him. I mean, honestly, given that you read that you were in too deep, but Cherry Reaper should have left early. Yeah, so the correct play was that you leave when your Pharah died. That would have been the correct play. But given that you made a bad play to begin with, you made the best decision in this play. So like if you would think about it in terms of like, I always use this like this drawing basically. Let me get a blank board here. Okay, I talk about this a lot. But so here's how you should approach Overwatch. So you have kind of your origin decision, which is this is like go main. Okay, this is your origin decision. And then you have separate decisions in each thing, right? You have like place A, and you have place B. And then for each of these decisions, you have subsequent decisions available to you, right? You have like decision, maybe you have decision 1, so on, 2, ditto 3, ditto 4. Okay. So here's what you did. The best play was actually this. But given that the best decision was placed to be in place A. The decision you made was be in place B, which is suboptimal. But in this position, you made the best play given the hand you were dealt. So my job as a coach is to convince you to do place A type decisions the most. And then we can talk about this stuff. I don't really care about whether or not you should be doing decision 3 or decision 4 because you shouldn't be doing decision B to begin with. Okay. Like that's how I coach, and I think it's the most appropriate way to coach in Overwatch. So such as taking the rollout that gives the option high. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. Right? Like you should be going to place A every single time, but you went to place B every single time. And notice because you were in place, I didn't give you any advice on what you should be doing in place B basically, because it like literally doesn't matter when you should just be doing place A pretty much every single time. Right? And the nice thing about Overwatch is that if you make these best decisions, consequentially, you will have a better intuition on how to make place B decisions anyway. So you should just always strive to do this stuff like this. And this is why getting coaching is helpful, because for people that like aren't as educated, it's harder. It's difficult to know what you should be doing in the first place, and that's why coaching is like super helpful. And why I mean, of course, I'm biased about why I recommend watching my coaching VODs. Because it helps you give insight in the game that you just don't really understand. And it's not that you're incapable of understanding it. It's because you just didn't know it existed to begin with, right? It's like a if you know kind of situation. You don't know what you don't know. I forgot how the saying is. Anyway. But yeah, so given that you were in that situation, you made the best play, which is by trading out the Juno. Like that was great, but we just shouldn't be doing that because we shouldn't be there in the first place. It's like the thing. This is good. This is what I need from you. This is really good. Like, I'm impressed by this. Bam, insta rotation out after cooldowns come out, and you consciously think about, I'd rather be up the stairs than in the hallway. Perfect. This is actually excellent. Hit the flash too. This is great. Like, this is a glimpse of master gameplay right here. Like, this is a perfect kite and a perfect deadeye. Great job. Draw. You needed to draw earlier. Yeah, so the only problem with that is you didn't draw fast enough. But this was perfect. Great job. This was a deadlift from you, by the way. That one play was a deadlift. Now imagine you did that every single fight. That's how you get to master. That's how you get to GM. And then you int in because the fight's lost anyway, so that's fine. Let me go Sojourn. Okay, Sojourn has slides so you can get more aggressive. I would not slide in when you have no space. Okay, so that's the only problem, is you need to really be standing in main right now, just spamming out ram and then take the angle. Like, you should probably be taking the angle about now. You just took the angle a little bit early. But I do like you on the angle. It's gonna force them to turn around and deal with you. Like, honestly here, bro, because they're not even respecting you, bro, I'm sliding. I'm going here. I'm going here. And then I'm shooting them. Like, I think that would be a great play. Because, like, this angle is just not, honestly, just not good enough because they're not backing up. Right? So I'm sliding here and I'm shooting them in the back. This is a good idea. Oh, you do? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I would have just done it slightly earlier, but this is perfect. Great read. Okay, shoot the ram. Okay, we missed the rail. Honestly, whatever. I think that was all fine. There's probably like you could have slid to the other high ground or something, but I think that's fine, personally. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Good old hotel gameplay. I love this. So I would not peek out at all, because here's the problem: is if you peek out and you take poke damage, it's really easy to, number one, get stuck on the environment here. It's really easy to get punished when you get pushed, and then there's sometimes you'll get put in a situation where you can't actually rotate back into hotel and you have to rotate back this way, and we don't want that at all. So I don't think you should swing basically at all. I think you should just stand here, just straight up stand here. I've coached Kings Row a lot because it's a very popular map, and there are a lot of games that get thrown because my Cassidy players stand here for way too long. Like they stand here for way too long and then just die, or like random stuff like that. Like I'm telling you, your best play is literally just like stand in hotel. Like don't walk forward past the door frame. Just stand in hotel itself. Okay, so that's fine. So the higher elo you go, the more that Reapers, if they do a TP like this, they're gonna Wraith instantly, walk toward you, and then go for a one shot. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This was fine, but just keep in mind that the higher rank you go, you'll have more trouble with the Reaper matchups. So I don't want you to change how you play the Reaper matchups until it becomes a problem, because you'll like die 4 times to a Reaper who does that. But right now it's fine. Just wait till the Reapers get better and then change how you play the matchup. Here, I also don't want you to shoot the fan the hammer the ram. So the thing to know about armor is armor reduces your damage a flat amount every single time for every single instance of damage. So what you should be doing is just left clicking, because you'll have less damage reduced. Also, the problem with fanning the hammers so much like this is not only will you miss more, it also causes you to have more time spent reloading, and we don't want to reload a lot. So here you should just be left clicking. Don't fan the hammer, especially at this range. It's just too far away. So I just want you, yeah, just left click him. Because also with fan the hammer, you can't hit headshots. And here, it's harder to hit headshots, but like right here on this ram, you should be hitting a headshot or 2. And it does a ton of damage. 140 damage. But fanning stuff like shields is totally fine. And yeah, the problem is you just walk forward. I'm telling you, bro, just stand in hotel. And hotel is the best angle, by the way. It's better than main, and you can play on the high ground, but that's more of a coordinated play thing. Standing in the hotel is better. But like, for example, this is fine. Why are we walking forward here? Look, your Sigma's gonna rock him. Is there ever a world you're gonna be able to like actually help with this fight? No. Okay, the only way you're ever gonna be able to help him is if he walks like this far and makes a ton of space. But that's not gonna happen. He's gonna be throwing the game if he does that. But you walk in, so you catch the Sojourn E that you would have dodged. You get anti-nated that you otherwise would have dodged, and then you just take a gajillion damage and almost die. So you could have thrown the game here. So don't walk outside. Literally just stand in hotel. I promise you it's better. Was the Sig playing a little too far forward? And maybe that's why I felt I needed to be forward. Yeah, I feel like you have some like level of FOMO. I don't think your Sig is playing too far forward, to be honest. I mean, this is a little... He probably shouldn't be doing like what he's doing right now, because now he has no cooldowns, right? So yeah, he definitely should have kited because he has no cooldowns now. So that's his mistake. But yeah, I mean, he makes a mistake. Like, he shouldn't be playing this way. He's no cooldowns, 140 HP, and he gets bailed out by Suzu. But either way, like, you can just avoid all of that decision making by just standing in hotel. Just stand here and wait till they walk out. I promise you, it's the best play. Because like the amount of times I see my cast players come here and get 2-tapped by a Sojourn is unbelievable. Just stand here. But yes, he does. Yeah, like here, he should just be chilling and spamming, and also just let his shield recharge. So he's playing a matchup a little bit wrong. But we can't control our tank. We can vent about them. I vent about my main supports a lot. That's typically who I complain about the most, my main support. But whatever. Okay, let's speed this up. Your macro is good though. This is good macro to stand in this room. Yeah, here I would be doing the same thing. And this is a rare situation where walking out of hotel is better, because you need to fight the Sojourn. I would walk out like this too, and I would fight the Sojourn right now. And then I would just go back into hotel. Or in this situation, we're up. I probably would swing wider. I'd probably swing wider here. Yeah, like I would do something. Not this precisely. Like if I was going to do this, what I would do is... Okay, so at this point, let me slow it down too. Shoot the Sojourn. Cool. Okay, I'm going to walk backwards a little bit like this and then go like this. And then shoot them. And then shoot them and then shoot them. And then just roll out if I need to. But you're just like... when you swing the angle, you like, look how close you are to ram. Like you are actually in bro's face. You're actually in bro's face. Like you need to be a good 5 meters back. I think my big takeaways here is that the macro decisions need work less. W-itis and use flash a bit more flippantly. I.e. if I'm deciding to take option A, the rest should flow naturally. Okay. Number one, here are my points. Oh, we're not done with the VOD yet. I think you hold them here or something. But your big issue is your number one issue right now is your proximity. Your proximity is really bad. Like really, really, really bad. You're holding W key and you're way too close to the tank a lot of the time. So that's a fundamental and is something that's easy to work on. So I would work on that. Is your space management with the enemy tank, right? Like why are we this close to the tank right now? This makes no sense. Like if you're gonna swing an angle like this, you need to be back. Like you need to be back here and swing the angle. I wouldn't worry about everything else. I'm just mentioning it because it might be helpful for other viewers as well. And it's like a general, like I'm just trying to point out your mistakes in general. But if I had to give you like one thing to work on, it's your distance management is really bad against tanks. It's really bad. At least on King's Row. You know, I only get to see one of your games, but from what I've seen so far. Like this, yeah, like all of this is bad because if you're going to swing this angle, this is not how you would swing it. If you're going to swing this angle, you need to swing the angle like this. And that's why angles like this are played a lot in are played a lot. Because it's just good distance management for the line of sight you get. Right? Like if you really, really want to poke these guys, walk all the way around statue and play like this. Because it's the distance is further. Right? It plays your effective range more effectively. This would be good distance management for a Reaper. And we're not Reaper. And then you're just fanning too much as well. I would also work on that. Just stop fanning so much. Like you fanned probably 4 times more than I ever would have fanned you. And it's not good. And then you just like, see here, look, perfect example. I don't mind the Deadeye, but you stand in the room. Like this is just a complete lack of understanding of distance management to tank, right? You walk forward for understandable reasons, right? I mean, you're in Deadeye and you want to kill the Sojourn or whatever, but bro, the tank is right here. He's right here. He's about to beat your ass. Like this, that's your mistake. And then if you want more specific things like the King's Row, like go high ground type stuff, just watch my videos. And then you'll have better map knowledge. Map knowledge is like a separate thing because there's some maps where it's like you need to know a certain rollout. Like this map on second point attack, as well as Eichenwald first. There's a specific way you should play Eichenwald first. And you'll only really get that by watching some Eichenwald VOD reviews, which you can find on my YouTube channel. But a lot of principles of the game, like proximity management, you know, distance to the tank, that's stuff you can practice actively. Yeah, I started using your roll on attack on Dorado. Yeah. And how has your success been on Dorado? I'd like to know. If I had to predict, it is wildly successful. Yeah. It should be amazing. And that's what I'm saying. Like there are some maps that have a solved rollout. Like they just have a solved rollout. Eichenwald is one, Dorado is one of them. Like there's just a few that are solved. Here, I don't think we could have actually done anything else. Typically on second defense, you won't go high ground. First time I immediately picked 2 and thought, oh, this is what I should be doing. What do you mean? What do you mean by pick 2? This fight is fine. I mean, other than you're fan the hammer habit on the, oh yeah, on the Dorado side rollout. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Oh, first time I immediately picked, oh, like in the fight. I see. Okay. I was trying to understand. Yeah, it's really good. I love Dorado. Dorado's a good map for Cass. Yeah, but here, like, here's the same problem. Like, here's the same Dorado kumquat, or same Dorado kumquat. Here's the same thing, kumquat. Like, look, this is how bad your issue is. We swing into this, like, look how close you are to this ram. Here, you swing the angle aggressively, and you just do not account for how close the ram is. Like, you're way too close to this guy, and you eat a bunch of spam and, like, force cooldowns. Like, a big tenet of Overwatch is like you're just too close to, like, you can't do plays like this because you're just too close to tank. You just can't. Not on Cassidy. If you're a Sojourn, maybe, but not on Cass. Well, honestly, you have really good, like, your aim is good enough. Like, I don't think you have any mechanical errors. I always recommend people do mechanical training, but I don't think you have any mechanical deficiencies, to be honest. Like, it's all fine. Tank is dead, so we can walk forward. Cool. It's interesting because I play much further back because I play Sojourn. And the reason being is because if you're late to the fight on Sojourn, you can just slide in. Like, it's way easier. In Sojourn, it's way harder to hit stuff when it's really close. You just have, like, some level of confidence on Cass that you don't have on Soj or something. I don't know. But either way, I mean, it's a big problem. Like, you kite well, like, this is a good kite, but then you just, like, start re-swinging on bad angles, like, really close to tank. This is all fine. You're playing this all really well. I wouldn't really worry about marking the cast because it's just a little bit too far out of your way. Like, you don't want to mark, like, if you were going to mark this cast from taking the flank, you wouldn't mark him here. You would mark him, like, from here, you would mark him in the hallway. Like, you would mark him here. You wouldn't mark him all the way back there. Because it's just, like, too far away from the actual fight. Because the problem is, you're not in main contributing to the neutral. And then they just walk in for free. I mean, we couldn't have probably changed anything here, but it's like, this is a bad habit and will get you killed a lot. And it actually does get you killed because you're late. You're now late to main, and you should have been here and then rolled back to here, but you were actually here and rolled back to here. And the 3 meters got you killed. Yeah, like, if you were a little bit earlier, you would have been back here with the rest of your team and you would have lived this whole engagement. But you just, like, went for this mark way too early. I figured it was a bad decision to rotate back earlier. Yeah. So that's like a hindsight of 2020 thing. Like, it's, that's just like a, oh, well, go next type situation. You realize it in the, and you'll see this if you watch my gameplay. I realize that too. I'll be like, man, that was a bad play. I shouldn't have done that. And then you can kind of pick apart why. Other than you lose. I don't know if you would have won that fight, but you definitely could have lived longer. Like, you needed to, the outcome of this game was not predicated on your performance on the last fight. There was, like, a lot of stuff you could have done way earlier. Like, you probably could have capped second if you just played second better. Like, if you rolled out high ground type stuff. But yeah, so if I have to give you homework, you're easy to give homework to. I need you to be a lot more conscious of how far away you are from the enemy tank. And sometimes you just have to take angles that are close to the enemy tank, and you should be able to feel that. But there's some, like, a lot of times where you're just, like, way too close for no reason. Like, just for basically no reason at all. Like, keep in mind, Cassie's range is 25 meters. So play, like, use that range, utilize that range. But yeah, if you don't have any more questions, well, if you have any more questions, come call, just let me know. I'm always available. And I will take a look at more gameplay as you have it. Okay, I think we have a Jason VOD that we're going to take a look at. But thank you for the code. I appreciate that. And we also have a Babosa VOD as well. I cannot thank you enough. Well, thank you for the code. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, if anything else comes up, just let me know. But I think you can climb. I think if you work on distance management, I think you can. What are you, plot right now? What was it? You are plat 4. Yeah, you can hit plat 1. Easy. I think you get diamond. I think your macro is generally good. You have the aim. It's nothing mechanical. It's all, like, I'm pretty sure you probably lose like 90% of your games. You're just too close to tank. But I don't really play comp. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think if you played comp regularly, you could hit diamond in like probably 2 weeks max. I think you could for sure do it. You got the noodles, and then you just gotta watch my videos so you know more about the maps. Okay, we'll look at Jason's Esperanza. He said, as Cass, I played the best I could, but ultimately lose in the end. All right, let's see how we can win on this map. Esperanza is a tough map in my opinion. It's a hot take, I know. I don't think Cass is that good. I've talked about this before, but you have 2 rollouts on Esperanza. You can go top or bottom. I think you go bottom when your tank is like really far up. Like if your tank is already taking this space and you're late to the fight, then go bottom. But if not, then just go top. It's safer. It's just a safer rotation. And then I like this wrap. Yeah, wrap. You needed a wrap. So here, you see your monkey go? Does your monkey jump in? No, he's not in. But you need the wrap here. Like the whole goal that you should be doing right now and what you should have in your mind is that you guys go bam like this, and then the enemy, and then you like look for this rotation. You flip the map, right? And then the enemies do this type of situation. They fill the gap. So I needed you to commit to the rotation completely and just like start shooting him in the back. And this doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen occasionally. Like just look at your team's posture here. I mean, you guys could stay on this side of the map like this, but I think the winning play is to go like that, to be honest. Like you could hold them here and here, but yeah, I think the winning play is to just totally wrap on them in this situation. Yeah, like I would definitely be fighting the Cass right now. Even though he's pocketed, I would still fight him. That's unfortunate, but our monkey's in. Like this is the thing. This is what I'm talking about. Our monkey's in right now. What does our monkey need? He needed us to commit to the angle. So like we needed to do something. Like here, bam, we kill Cass. We're going even wider like this, and we're hitting a deep flank. We're hitting a deep flank. Oh, I got a little smear on my screen. Let me delete that. So that's how I would have played this. But yeah, you kind of just like get dissuaded by the res, and then it's just kind of fried. So I think you just need to commit to the rotation there, and then you would have been fine. And that would have been really high impact too. That's like a rotation that you can deadlift the game from. Like I would have deadlifted this whole fight just with that rotation. Like there are rare situations in Overwatch where we're gifted the opportunity that a single rotation itself will just win the game. And like, I don't even think you needed to mechanically perform on the angle. I think you just needed to take the angle to begin with, and you would have been fine. Like it would have been so strong because there's actually nothing they can do. Wow, their cast is trash. Wait, what? Your Genji doesn't kill this guy? Is he reload? He might be reloading. Bro, dude, come on. Oh, you actually just gapped these guys. That's amazing. Thank God. Okay. It's a good rotation. I like this a lot. He's nanoed. What else are you gonna do? So we just take a good. Oh, I would not deadeye personally. I would just like stand up here and start looking for people to shoot. I mean, okay, sure. Yeah, I would have just shot people, but that's fine as well. That death is fine. I don't really care about that death. I think the play you made is fine there. And I don't really think you need to rotate, so I think that's fine. Just unlucky with this the 1v1. Good flank here. Okay, I was talking to Montana about this. I wanted to get value somehow. Yeah, your play was fine. I thought all of that was fine, to be honest with you. I don't think you did anything wrong here. I was talking to Montana about this. I think I don't really, one thing I'll talk about, and this might come up later in the VOD, but I don't really like this high ground as a flank on this part. Like if the cart is ever here, and it's like pushing this way, I don't like this high ground as a flank. I don't think it's good. For reasons I can't really explain. Like I won't. I can't really tell you exactly why, but every single time I've seen people do it, it's just losing. And like here, for example, like I mean, this is like kind of it. Like every time I see stuff like this, it's just like losing low key. Do you go main? A lot of Esperanza is just play main. I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot of like play main type situation. Like I played Esperanza today. I think I played it twice. I played against Zero on tank, and I just played in main. Like I did have a Symmetra, so it was slightly different, but it's a lot of distance management and just play main on us on this map. This map and Runasapi are the same, are like pretty much they play largely the same way. But I think like that's a friend of mine from college, but I'm in the middle of a VOD review right now. But I mean, like, given that you were there, I think you made the best play. But I think, like, one thing I would encourage you to do more, Jason, is, like, in situations like this, I wouldn't... Jeez. In situations like this, I would not come right, is what I'm saying. Like, in situations like this, I think you're going to have more consistent, right now, more consistent results. Whoops. More consistent results coming this way. So I would encourage you to do this more. And if you watch pros, they do that more on casts. This is more something they do on like soldier. Like this is more of like a soldier type play in my opinion, not like a cast type play. Because the thing is like the thing about this angle in general is there's no health packs and no good cover. Like you are on a high ground, yeah, but it is really easy to clear you out just because of how Esperanza's map geometry works. Like if they were up top here, you get cleared. If they just come here, like, and you can very often just get seen by standing here anyway. So it's just like not a very comfy high ground. If there's a mini in here, I'd be down for that. But the only health pack is this mega, right? So being a hero like soldier is just a lot more important. But like in this situation, yeah, I would not have been here to begin with. I would have just played in main. But given that you are here, I think you play this near perfectly. Like you shoot the on it till she rotates. I probably would have dropped a little bit earlier and committed to the angle faster. But I mean, it's like all good timing, good flash, good fans. Like I think you played it well mechanically. This is great. Whatever. I'm not worried about that death. So far, your deaths have been like largely fine, I think. You literally saved your Genji. Yeah, you did a great job. That was well done. But yeah, like here, I would not be coming right at all. I would just be going left side main. And I've just found it to be more consistent. I like the angle. I would poke more. You kind of give it up too early. Like here. Bam, 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 bam. Who is shooting you right now? No one's shooting you. Just keep shooting them. Just stand there. Yeah. I don't know. What are we doing? Just keep shooting them, bro. I like the angle. It's good. Is it kind of long range? Yeah, but they're not going to kill you, bro. The only person who's going to mark you is Ana, but they're not shooting you yet. So just keep shooting them. No value with Rhine Shield though. I don't care. I don't care if there's no value. You just shoot them. Okay. Now, like let's look at this from the Reinhardt's perspective. What would Ryan rather deal with right now? Would he rather deal with? Let me get out of this like frame. Let me just act like we're Ryan right now. Okay. Would he rather deal with one guy here and four guys? Oh, sorry. Let me do this a little bit differently. Would he rather deal with one guy here and four guys here? Or would he rather deal with 0 guys here and 5 guys here? What do we think? I think this is a pretty intuitive answer that he would much rather deal with the 5-0 than the 4-1. Okay, he just the one guy here, 4 guys here is infinitely harder for Ryan to deal with. Yeah, so just stand here, and then the moment you start taking an absolute ton of damage or get marked or whatever, okay, then rotate out. But like right now, it's free, so just shoot them. Okay, so that's what I would be doing. Because this is like definitely not better. You're rotating here because like you're doing the same thing. Like it's even if Ryan was your thing, it's like kind of the same problem, right? Ryan could like he's not right now, but he could just be holding his shield and nullifying your value. Like at some point, you just gotta shoot the shield. Like do you get rolled? Oh my god, you do get rolled. Can't let them So, I don't know if you could have like deadlifted this fight, but you could have had way more uptime if you stayed on the window angle. This is a good rotation out though. Here, I'm gonna be honest. What I would have done is, at this moment, bam, bam, bam. Realize we're all kiting, especially because my brig is low. I am immediately rolling left and doing this. Immediately. This is a play. This rotation takes a long time to make. So if you don't do it right now, you basically can't do it. Okay. So I would have realized that we're all going to be kiting. My tank is dead. So I have a little bit of time. I'm going to rotate right now and hit a flank. Because if you think about this from like a raw macro perspective, like from the team, like from your team, how are you going? This is your team comp. How are you guys going to win this fight? Instant death? No. Okay, here's the reason why it's not instant death. Who's going to mark you? Who on the enemy team is going to mark you on the angle? Jason. Oh, we can fly over there. Reaper or Cass, yeah, but where are they? They're staged right now. It would just be Ana. And who right now, who do you want to bet on winning a fight? Who do I want to bet? If it was me, if I was Cass and that was Ana, who do we think is gonna win this fight right now? I'm bet the house on us. I'm betting the house on us. Okay, now we're gonna 2-tap this Ana. No, you win this. You win this. You win this for sure. Especially if she doesn't know you're there with good timing. Yeah, you win this. This is not 40 meters, bro. From here to Ana, this is like 15 meters. It just looks like that because of the high ground. This is like 15 meters from here to Ana. Is it here? Because if you had, so if we're talking about the same timing, if we're talking about timing, it would be, you would hit the rotation pretty much now. You would start rotating it right now. Let me delete this, by the way. Here's how this would have panned out. You would be here right now. And you would shoot her. Oh no, I mean you were high ground. Like way earlier, like when you're shooting shield. I'm not worried about that. If that's what you're talking about, I'm not worried about that at all. This is what I'm talking about. I thought you meant behind the stairs. I don't really know what you're talking about. I just kind of demonstrated the flank I'm talking about. Like from here to the Ana is the fight I'm talking about. This flank is winning. I guarantee you it's winning. No, no, you don't come all the way up here. Don't come all the way up here. Yeah, you're playing on the floor. For sure. In this situation. Because you just want to kill people. Like this is like way too passive. Yeah, you just go main. The problem with this is that all the Ana has to do to get away from you is just like walk forward type situation. But if you come main, it's a lot more awkward because you can follow her rotation and just shoot her as she's rotating out. So you wouldn't like totally stage high ground on this map. There's some maps where you will have situations like that where it is convenient for you to take high grounds like this, but it's like not in this situation. Like in this situation, you just want to totally wrap and like go for a 2-tap on the Ana, because in this situation, you are the win condition. You are the win condition. You need to do something. Okay. No one else on your team is going to be able to do something to win this fight unless you just 2-tap someone in neutral. Okay. Which I doubt. Yeah, I'm not sure is going to happen. Right. Yeah. Like your brig dies. Did you do something wrong? No, but you just didn't make a play. Right. And there are two components I always talk about when it comes to winning in Overwatch. Number one is don't make mistakes. Number two is make plays. Okay, number one, right now, we're not really making any mistakes, but we sure as hell are not making any plays right now. Okay, and that's why we're not winning. Right, so right now we need to make a play, and that would have been to go flank. Okay. I love the Orion ego duel with the pins. That's crazy. Your mechanics are really good, by the way. Like, I don't know if you've been practicing mechanics, but you look really good mechanically, by the way. Like that looked all great. I mean, we choked this a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. With practice, we'll win that more. Do you do any kind of aim training, like thanks aid training, or no? Yeah, spoke too soon. Yeah. I like that. This is flank good. This flank's good. Like this is the type of lately no. Okay, I do encourage you to do it every day. If you can't do 1,000 seconds, just do 10 minutes. It is really helpful. And you should have just shot these guys, don't deadeye. But this is like what I need to see from you is like plays like this. And then after you make these plays all the time, I need you to start thinking about like when should you make it versus when should you not. But yeah. Cool, great job. You're dead. You've deadlifted, or sorry, you deadlifted this entire fight, so good job. Okay. Okay, so we lose the next 2 fights, I guess. Okay, personally, here I would see that it was 3 people on the angle. I would be giving this up way earlier. I want to stage high. Yeah, you do. But like in this situation, there are 3 people here and your tank's not with you, right? Your tank is in main. I would have given up this angle. I think this play you make is actually losing. Nah, ego challenge. Ego challenge 3 people on an angle is crazy. Like, you just get fortunate that this cast makes the worst play. Like, this cast made a bad play. Like, he's here on the angle. 2v1 with the Ash. He should just stay on the angle. I don't think wrapping is better here. Because he's not getting marked by tank on the angle. So he should just take the fight. Like, I don't think this, I mean, given that the cast rotates, I mean, yeah, but we don't bet on people being bad. That doesn't make any sense. We bet on ourselves and we want to make the best plays we can. Like, I think given that the cast did rotate, you made the best play, which was kill this guy and then in the res cancel it. But I think like the general idea of pushing the Ash was wrong. But like, I mean, kudos to you for identifying it. But oh my god, we just farmed these guys. Wow, I mean, you played that really well, I'm being honest. That was great. Okay, don't deadeye here. Just you can drop. I think you actually live if you just leave. Here you drop because you're gonna get pushed up and your whole team is dead. You drop here. Yeah, you almost definitely live. The chance you die is maybe like 20%, which is pretty low. So I would have rotated out completely. Overheated, yeah. Because here's the problem. Like that is actually really bad, Jason. Because now you're not gonna be here in time for this fight. Like your team needs you here right now. Right, and now you're just not here. Wait, what? I mean, you get like your Ryan gets gapped, but it's like we needed to have some like pressure. My gym coach is aggro, so I must aggro. Yeah, but if you watch how I play like I would have gave that up too. Like I play aggro, like but I give people respect. Like I flank a lot. I do a lot of really high agency stuff, and that's why I win games because I take like angles and stuff like that. It's like the awkward mentality of DPS. Flash? Nice. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like your problem on third is you're just not a playmaker on third. Or like on this last bit. Yeah, you were thinking of it, you just needed to do it. Like it's the right idea. Because you're not gonna win the neutral as Cass. Like you're gonna win this neutral. Like maybe if you like as you'll rank up, you'll have a better tank. Like your tank is getting tank cap, let's be real. But as you rank up, you'll have a better tank and you'll have more space and you'll be able to read that you can win the neutral fight better. But because your tank is not good against this tank, you need to just think to yourself, okay, we have no space. There's pretty much no way we win in the neutral. I need to go like this. You think I was just don't roast my duo? You was saying, look, it's nothing. Sorry, it's nothing against your duo. Like, I just need you to understand. Even if your tank was better, like your tank would have to be like two whole ranks better. Like what a good tank would do is they would stage here, then get their cooldowns, then fight again with an ult or something, or like try to tempo use some kind of tempo to push. Or he wouldn't probably be on the Rhine matchup either, right? Like the way to deadlift this is not going to happen in main. I need you to go for the rap play. That's the only way. Like, this is just not going to be your winning play. Yeah, like, you guys just don't have the tools, right? Like, or at least you don't have the tools on Cass. Like, if you had, like, if you were this Ashe right now, what would I be telling your Ashe to do? Let's see. So your Ashe died, which, like, I would probably be roasting them for that. But here, I mean, yeah, they just need to not die. But either way, like, I would be like, yeah, you just need to win the neutral in the main. Like, that's just how Ashe works. It's just, you just outrange everybody, so you play main most of the time. It just kill them. Yeah, main on second point, then wrap if possible. Yeah, I just need you to be more comfortable with this left side wrap on this last point. It doesn't happen all the time, but in this game, that was your win condition. Like, you're not really identifying a win condition. You're kind of just showing up to the fight. How do we win this fight? I don't know. That's what you're kind of doing. Okay. Right? Like, you were kind of playing back here, not taking an angle. Like, let's say you don't want to do the left wrap. Okay, set up in hallway and then do this. Jump over and then do this. Or, like, come into this room and shoot the supports from the side. Right? Like, look for a way to win. Like, you're not really looking for a way to win on this last point here. You're just kind of standing in main. Yeah, like, there's no winning happening here. No. Yeah, like, how did you plan to change the outcome of the game here? I was just overthinking it and not trying to take damage to survive. Yeah, this is like a situation. This is like your team needs you to be the hero type of moment. So be the hero and go flank. And then it's just a matter of did you do it on good timing? Did you flank on proper timing or not? And if you don't have good timing, then that's just a different thing to talk about. But we're just not even making the play. Like, my favorite thing and the easiest thing to improve in the world is when someone makes a good play, but they just have bad timing. Because then it's just like they just need to recognize it faster. And recognizing it faster is just more reps. Like, that's all it is. So that's my favorite thing in the world. Like, I'd rather you do it and it be bad than you not do it at all, to be honest with you. So that's my critique. So I think your Esperanza is good other than your last point. Your last point, like, your playbook on last point's really bad. It's just he is so low. Yeah, that's why whenever you flank for stuff like that, you have to plan for it. You have to think about it ahead of time. Okay, I'm going to go for the late flank, so I'm going to commit to it now. There was actually a moment. Actually, let me see if I can pull up. Let me go to... So if we go to my stream, Once Told Tale, there was a moment when I played today where I had that, where I just, like, gambled. No, it was 2 days ago. It was on Circuit Royale. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's not gonna take me very long. Silent roll, Joey? No. It was even longer, I think. It was 3 days ago. Let me turn off the audio right now. I need Circuit Royale. I think it was here. It's on this game, I think. I think it's this. No, let me see if I got it. Yeah, I think it's this game. Maybe it's not. Sorry, the reason I want to find this is because it's a really good demonstration of, like, rotations. I don't think it's this. I'm pretty sure it's this game though. Is it the next fight? Yeah, okay, it's right here. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna mute myself real quick, and then we're just gonna watch this whole segment. Played all my best plays. Yeah, I'm not contributing. Yeah, I can't really. There's just not, like, all my best plays suck. It's kind of the only thing. Okay, here I'm gonna take a risk and set up for a late fight play. Okay. Okay, well that actually kind of panned out. But
Time for the reckoning.
here one. I got point. Wait, why did I just save the game? Wait, call me Atlas the way this game on my shoulders right now. Wait, it's almost like my team just needed me to do something. Yeah, exactly. Like these are the hero plays I need you to make. Okay. Like I took a big risk on timing because the risk I take here is that I'm not going to be in the fight. Right? So I'm late because I died. And then I go for a really long rotation around while the fight is happening. Because I understand that this is the last fight, bro. There's 20 seconds left. This is the last fight. If I'm gonna have any impact on this fight, I need to hit a flank. This is actually like pretty much the exact same scenario. Because in main here, it's like the same thing as Esperanza third or last. It's like there's just nothing I'm gonna do in main. I'm not gonna be able to do anything in main. Right? If I want to carry the game, I need to hit a rotation like this, even if it risks I'm late. Like, because there is a very real risk that my whole team dies right now. And I wasn't able to contribute to the fight. But that's just the price you pay. I mean, it's lucky I catch the Genji here, to be honest. But I had to go for the rotation. So, like, hold all your cards until last push. If I kept pushing it, then they might be aware of it. No, like, sometimes it'll still be good. Have you ever died? Have you ever lost a game to a soldier that just like perma-flanks one angle the whole game? Because I have. And our team never seemed to learn and we still lost. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like the value is not in the surprise. It's not a surprise thing. It's a value in being there and being a threat in that location. There is like added multiplier, I guess you can say, from it. But it's more about that's just the only place you can be as Cassidy to win the game. And on this point in particular, the only place I could have won the game is by making this play, even if it means there's a, 20%, 30% chance that I lose the game in the rotation. And then my team blames me because I was nowhere to be seen last fight. But that's just the price you pay to win. Yeah. But this is a perfect example. But yeah, I just needed you to do that Esperanza third. And then get used to doing these plays because you have to do them quite often. I do them probably like once every 4 or 5 games. Thanks, Tail. Like, oh yeah, of course, bro. Thanks for the VOD, man. I appreciate it. It's always fun to go. I love doing this stuff, so it's always fun to go through them all. And then the last one, I think I had one more. Yeah, Barbosa. And I'm pretty sure I already did this Montana one. I'm pretty sure I already did. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do Barbosa's Midtown and then color wraps for today.
Ready for battle.
Okay. Yeah. We're role-playing in Spawn. Okay. That's fun. Okay, so... oh my gosh, that guy dies instantly. So the thing about Midtown is first one can be kind of brutal to break sometimes. So just one thing there's a couple things you need to have in your playbook is sometimes you'll just need to like suicide top train to get through choke. And then sometimes you'll also just need to make a really wide rotation through alley. So just make sure you have both of those in your playbook as possibilities. Because if you don't have those as possibilities, there's a really real chance you just get stuffed in main a lot. Oh, also, did Babos have any notes on this game? He said, "This was a quick game and I think it was all my fault, but I made too many mistakes and I don't know what's holding me back." Okay. Let's take a look. What? What is this play from the enemy team? This is crazy. Okay, so here, I wouldn't really be playing this angle because this is more of like your playbook. I don't know if this is like 100% wrong, but your playbook as Cassidy should generally be on this map, walk through tunnel, not walk through tunnel, walk up the stairs like this, and then you'll just clear this corner because sometimes people will just stand here, clear this corner real quick, and then jump out the window and come left like this. And then generally you want to just like, you'll jump on the car, jump up the stairs, and then walk like left like this is your playbook. Because the problem with stuff like this is like you risk being walked on like you're about to have now, and this fight is just not that good. OMG, perfect timing. I just got here. You will all get really mad at this VOD. How long is this? 7 minutes? It's not super long. Do you have another code, by the way? Because this is really short. Like, I can't imagine I'm going to be saying very much about this. Normally when you get stomped like this, it's because you're just like, either your team is doing something wrong, or you just fundamentally don't understand something about the map itself. Like here, like this just isn't a good position for Cassidy. Like I wouldn't be taking this angle as Cassidy. If you're a Reaper or Genji or Tracer, then maybe, but like what I just kind of recommended in terms of rollout is what you should be doing, because it plays Cassidy's effective range better. Like that's just way too close, especially against other show Ryan. Like I think you get punished there all the time? No. Like I think this is a rare situation where you actually do get punished. But like most of the time, even if these guys don't kill you here, like let's talk about this. Even if these guys don't kill you here, what are you reasonably going to be accomplishing from this door anyway? Like the chance of you two-tapping someone like this is extremely low. Extremely, extremely low. The way you maximize your two-tap potential is you do something like this, like I was talking about. Like this is just not going to pan out for you as Cassidy, right? This is not a Cassidy angle. It's too close. This is like, you use this door frame very rarely. Very, very rarely. Yeah, like you dying here, I think is like, it happens very, sometimes it happens, but like, I wouldn't expect you to always die on that angle. Okay, if you just play in this room the whole time, then I know what your problem is. Yeah, like, okay, so like here's the, like this, you shouldn't be here to begin with. First of all, you should not be in this little bitty room. This swing wide into rolling, using your one movement cooldown right in front of the enemy tank is crazy, and you should die. You should 100% die right now. Like, so this is just bad. Like, this is just, it looks to me like you just don't know how to play mid-town attack. Because that death is 100, like that roll, you should die 100% of the time. 100% of the time you should die right there. That is actually inexcusable that you don't. I mean, the Rhine tries to punish you, but he does it too late. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. And that's why I'm here to help you understand how to play mid-town. Okay. I like that you're doing something different now that the first play didn't work. Okay, you're trying something new. That's fantastic. So this rollout that you did is what you should do basically every single time on this map. Basically every single time on your first life. Some other lives it won't matter as much, but your first life you should do this play every single time. Like this is textbook how you should play this. Wait till you get healing, and then you can evaluate. I mean, unfortunately your Mercy dies, but from here you can evaluate whether you want to make the train rotation like this, or if you want to like come out wide and just contribute to the neutral, or if you want to go for an alley rotation like this, or if you want to come through laundry. I mean, it's just going to kind of depend on the situation, but like this is infinitely better than being in that one room. And you can obviously see why. Like it feels way better just by looking at it. Unfortunately, we don't kill a Lucio, but whatever. But Bosa, are you doing any kind of aim training, by the way? Anything, say any Vaxta? I'm not. This is honestly fine. I actually don't. Okay, but okay, you just kind of get scared. I do 10 minutes of thanks 8. Okay, that's fine. Do you do it every day? And do you do it intentionally? So, okay, cool. So the problem with this is not that you do this like lurky play. The problem is that you just like are too scared. Like here, I need you right here. Bro, just shoot him. Just shoot him. And then if he pins you, just flash him. And then roll backwards. But you just get way too scared. Roll out, and then you like make this really long rotation. So that was the problem. Like, I really don't care that you do the flank. You can make it work. But like, I just need you to not be as scared when you're doing the play. Like, I mean, you found the window. If you were, you found the perfect window to make the rotation. Like, you actually found perfect timing. So that's fine. But like here, yeah, this is just it. Like, just shoot the Rhine, bro. You need to do damage to him. Because this is your problem, right? Like if you're still here as well, and then you just need to 1v1 the Cass and then just win the 1v1. Like this is the play you're making right now is betting on your mechanics. Like this is I'm feeling good today, I'm gonna bet on myself type of play, which I think is fine. It's just you just kind of run away and get scared. Good flash. I like the dead eye. I just walk. I'm glad you don't shoot it. That sucks if you don't kill him. Here, I need you to play back right. You're playing on the wrong side of point right now. Because the problem, if you continuously play on this side, you're gonna like have situations like this where the tank just walks forward and absolutely rocks you. What you need to do is you're gonna shoot this Lucio, and then the moment you can't see him anymore, instantly roll back point. You're gonna play back here, and the game plan is that if you get contested too heavily, you walk back into this room and grab Mega. That's your play. Okay. But the problem is you're just too close, and then you get hit by Sigma and the Lucio follow up. So that's just unfortunate. Okay. So, okay, so just to recap, Barbosa, your game plan on attack should be every single time your first life, walk up the staircase, check this room, make sure to check this corner. Always, always, always check this corner. Ventures play here a lot. Reapers play here a lot. Junkrats sometimes. Always check the corner. And then jump out the window like this, play here, then decide what your best rotation is. Sometimes it'll become train, very rarely, but sometimes it'll become train. But most of the time, it's going to be you walk up with your tank and then look to either rotate through laundry like this or rotate through alley most of the time. Okay, the reason you don't really want to sit in main too much is because you're going to be losing as a hit scan against the other hit scans on the map. So like you're going to be losing against Sojourn, you're going to be losing against Ashe, you're going to be losing against all these people, and there's just not a lot you can do, and those are very popular heroes on this map. Okay. So don't really recommend you stand in main. Sometimes you will want to stand in main because your tank just pushes up or you get a kill or whatever. Then you can walk forward. But your default game plan should be to look to make some kind of rotation. Okay, now what you want to do is once you're here-ish on the map, you need to roll across, come into Mega Room, and then either shoot them from this angle or come up top. There's a staircase. You can turn around, walk up the staircase, and then you can shoot them either from here or from here. And then this is like the best you can do on this map. Most of the time something will happen by the time you're here, or you can catch a flank or something like that. It's really good. I haven't played Midtown recently, but if I ever do, I'll also demonstrate that. But that's like your first point attack playbook, and you just don't really do that at all. Like the big reason you probably could have won, like, you know, those first two fights where you just like kind of died in this room. Imagine those were totally erased from existence and you had 2 extra minutes to fight first point. How much are you willing to bet that you would have capped first point? I'd be willing to bet my house, actually. I think you would have capped first point if you didn't have these 2 like random deaths in this room. Okay. Like if you just like started here and did this play every single time, I think you would have won first. And then, I mean, you also had that flank play where you went into their backline, but I mean, that was just more of like a confidence thing and not actually taking the fights than anything. Was it? It wasn't a throw play. It was a throw play because you threw, okay? Like you just didn't do the play properly. Okay, and on defense, so your play is on defense, is you're going to spam in main here. You're going to stand here and spam in main. Once they start pushing up, I want you to hit the rotation up the stairs and then stand back here and then shoot them in the back as they walk out. It's that, or what you're going to do is you're going to spam here, and then sometimes you look for a rotation on a fire truck like this. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes. Or you're just going to rotate straight back like this and just live. Like, it's just going to depend on the situation. There's not like 100% conversion, but a lot of it's just, yeah, standing on top of these stairs and just shooting them. And you typically don't want to be in angles like this, because look at what the soldier sees. You're the only guy on his screen, right? The advantage of being on this high ground is that if they want to shoot you, they have to totally commit to the rotation. Like, all this side of the map, all this cover sucks. It's really bad for the attackers. So you typically want to be up here. Yeah, I don't know the map. Yeah, it's no big deal. This is a tougher map. Like, and this is also a really hard map to study because a lot of pros don't play Cass on this map. Like, this is a this is like almost always a Sojourner and Ashe. I pretty much never cast. Sometimes I'll play cast on attack, but it's a lot less common on defense. But yeah, like here, your play would have been just stand here, bro. Like this is your play. Your play is literally just stand here, shoot them. Don't do this roll. I wouldn't do this roll. You just come over here and you just stand here and shoot the Sig. And shoot the Lucio. Like the Lucio dies there, the Sigma maybe dies, and then your team kills them on point. Like that's the play. And then you just lose. But you guys could have won this game. If you just had a better game plan on attack, I think you would have won. But honestly, you're mechanically not that bad. And then yeah, it's just you just don't know how to play Midtown, which is fine. That's like kind of the best case scenario, that you just don't know how to play the map. I need to make map guides, man, but they're like so intense based on how I want to do them. I need to stop being a perfectionist though. But yeah, thanks for the code. But I mean, that was a pretty simple code. It's just like you just need to understand how first point works. I guarantee you, once you start doing the plays I recommend you on Midtown, you are going to like quadruple your win rate on the map. Basically, because it's pretty brutal if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, do you have any questions, Barbosa, or anything like that? And if not, I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream here and call it that. I've been streaming for a long time today. I streamed for like 7 hours today or something like that because I did gameplay earlier. Thank you for reviewing? Of course. No problem at all. Oh, wait, I can do this one. I got a new request just now, 30 minutes ago, actually. I just realized this. Hi, Taylor. If you're still reviewing, this is game on Circuit Royale. Widow was banned, so I started out on Soj. Okay, I will lightly review the Soj, but I'm mainly a cast coach. This is a tough map for me. Yeah, Midtown is generally a losing cast map, I'm going to be honest with you. In my opinion. I think it's generally losing. Circuit Royale is also a generally losing cast map. Okay, so on this review from our friend, Kumquat, which we'll take a look at. He plays some Sojourn. How much Sojourn do we have? Like half the game? No, just a little bit of the game. And we play some on attack. Okay, I am going to... On the Sojourn parts, we're just going to play it in 2x speed. I will like briefly look at it, but the Sojourn is largely just a lot of like play in main. It's a lot of like play in main, slide to an angle. Play in main, slide to an angle. Play in main, slide out of an angle type of situation. Like that's a lot of how Sojourn works. Okay, spamming down main. Shoot the Hanzo, like literally just shoot anybody type thing. Okay, just don't die. Like here. Okay, here you should have no W key movement at all. Sure, I swapped off for once I get picked. Yeah, okay, see. Here, the reason you die, why are you hitting the W key at all? Like here, why do you W key at all? There should be no W key movement happening. This should all be A and D keys. That's it. Because this, even like small forward movements add up and get you killed all the time. And the problem is every single like time you walk forward, it looks like your head's not moving to the enemies. Okay, so you need to just walk left and right. That's all you need to do. So I don't think that gets you killed, but I should never be seeing you hold W key in these situations at all. Also, it looks like you have good Sojourn technique. A lot of Sojourn primary fire is you place your crosshair and then like basically aim with your movement. That's how you should, that's like good technique on Sojourn. How do we live here? Yeah, that W key moment right there is like probably the biggest mistake. I think that death is otherwise just kind of unlucky. But keep in mind, I'm not a Sojourn coach. Okay. Here, you shouldn't be this wide. So this is a positioning error. Here, I actually like that you fight the Ashe. Like this. But the moment your guy died... So I think your tank died, didn't he? Okay, yeah, your tank died. You shouldn't be here at all. The WI is rearing its head. Yeah. I mean, I might already see your issue. I mean, you're kind of doing the same thing right now. Your tank is dead right now. Like, I need you to not, like, wait. Your tank being alive is incredibly important for you guys winning on this map. There's some maps where it's not as important that your tank is alive, but the problem with Circuit Royale is that it's one lane on first, Circuit Royale first. It is there's pretty much only a single lane on this entire map, right? It is literally the cart path. I mean, you do have like, you know, this area over here, but this is like largely inconsequential. But because there's only this one lane here, you need a tank to stop pressure from coming your way, especially when you're getting outranged on a hero like Cass. So you need to wait till your tank gets back and is able to hold a corner like this, and then you can start taking angles. Like, you should not be pushing forward right now. Like, your tank is dead right now. There's no reason for you to walk forward. And so that's like your macro issue. Like, that's your biggest issue, is you don't really understand your tank is dead, so you swing the angle. Against heroes you're getting outranged on, and then you just kind of lose. I understand their tank is dead, but in this is not a neutral that Cassidy will win generally. So, and the problem is, now that you made that mistake and you didn't really account for your tank being dead, you should have died in this rotation out. I mean, you do die in this rotation out. But this death is really, really bad. You should not be dying here. Like, your Life Weaver could have died here because you can't control your Life Weaver and what that guy does, but you can control what you do, and there's no world we should die right there. Okay, this roll is bad. Let's see this. Well, hold on. Let's see the rollout. Actually, I didn't see the rollout. So you spawn here. Nice skin, by the way. I like the skin. Wait, this actually looks sick with emerald. I don't like the... this is fine, actually. I'm not worried about it. I feel like I wasn't able to reset in the first half of defense. Well, I mean, that death was preventable if you just... I mean, your team couldn't have reset, but you can. And that if you do it consistent enough, it'll be fine. Like, your Life Weaver would have died there probably regardless earlier. Okay, here you're just too close. Okay, so I have a principle, which is you never want to be the furthest man forward. Who is the furthest man forward right now? It's you. It's you. You are the furthest man forward right now. Generally, you don't want this to be the case. Okay, there's some times where you break the rules. This is not a situation to break the rules. Okay, you need to be right now, right here. Just shoot them. Just shoot them until the cart gets closer or your tank takes space. Okay, so here, okay, let me walk through what's ideal here. You stand here with your Roadhog and you shoot down main. Why? Because every other angle is going to be turbo ass for you, particularly because the Doomfist is going to be marking you on this angle. Okay, if this was not Doomfist and this was Sigma, actually, if there's a Sigma here, I'm actually so down for this. But the fact that you're going to get marked on the angle means that it's impossible for you to take this safely. And ideally, we want to take things that are low risk, high reward. Okay, and that doesn't exist right now. So what we have to do is just stand in main until we have a better set of circumstances available for us. Okay, so if the cart is here now, then we can look to make a rotation because Doomfist is likely going to be looking to do something in main or trying to be taking space elsewhere, right? And our tank is going to be actively fighting, and we're now no longer in a staging phase of the fight, and we're actually in the fight itself. So yeah, so you are just pushed up too far right now, and this roll forward is bad. Also, a principle of mine is don't roll forward. Okay, rolling forward is generally bad because it'll get you you'll get punished for it a lot of the time. Like in this situation here, if you need ammo for uptime, roll into the wall on your right side. So here's what you would do. You would here fan this guy, roll it. Why is it so pixelated? That's so weird. You're gonna hold the D key, roll into the wall, and then you'll have ammo. But this roll forward, like if the enemy team is paying attention, like this Ana is, you will die. You will get slapped, you will get antied, you will get headshot, you will die, okay? And we want to minimize that in the future. So to build a good habit, avoid rolling forward unless it's like time critical for you to be in the fight or something like that. Like this is a good example of a roll forward being good. They're giving up the angle entirely, so you're not rolling into enemy fire. You have cover, and you're not an immediate threat, right? So like rolling forward here is good. There's no cost of failure on this, so that's fine. And I like that you're poking here, and then just give up the angle. Just give it up. 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 What I want you to be right now, the problem is they're going to start walking up. Who do you think is going to win in a gunfight from, you know, from where you are to right here? A Hanzo or you? Probably Hanzo. Probably Hanzo. What about Ashe? Probably Ashe. Probably Ashe. So don't peek this in the neutral. Okay? Like right now, where you need to be is you need to be right here and shoot them as they're walking up. You see that Ashe right here? Who do you think is going to win? I mean, ignoring the dragon, who do you think is going to win in this fight? You or Ashe? Probably you. Probably you. So that was your mistake. And you die this dragon because you weren't staged on the angle fast enough, right? So you didn't see it, right? If you were here, you would have gotten hit by it earlier and then you would have rolled out and been fine. Okay, but you weren't there fast enough. From what you're saying across both games, I'm re-peaking poorly and playing too far forward. Yeah, your distance management is really bad. It's your biggest problem. Like, particularly against tanks. Like, I think you have a lot of good ideas, but you just play way too close to tanks most of the time. Here, I mean, this is fun against Doomfist. That was all fun. Okay, this is a little insane, but I understand the idea. So whatever. I'm not too worried about that Deadeye in particular. I like this. I mean, this is high risk. You could get Slebo, whatever. I'm down for it. And I like that you don't. You're low. I like that. Like, I like this from you. It shows discipline, right? You're gonna lose the duel against the Ashe because you're low HP because you just fought Diana. So we get out. Perfect. Like you have, and that's what I'm saying. Like you have a really good foundation. Okay, this is, you just don't understand Circuit Royale. A big part of this metagame on Circuit Royale 2nd is you need to shoot them on the walk up because there's no cover. So here, what you should be doing is you should dodge it, dynamite if you can, if you can't, whatever. And then you're just going to sit here, 80, peek them, because who wins this? You or Ashe? Who wins this? You or Ashe? Who wins this? You or Freya? Or you or Lari? Probably you, bro. You win probably all those gunfights. So you need to shoot them as they walk up. Like, you see this Ashe right now? That's the type of fight you should be having more often. You're more concerned about Hanzo? Yeah, but you're going to be more concerned about Hanzo on literally whatever angle you take. Like, like Hanzo right now is devastating. Like, it's all going to be bad. So it's just, you need to make calculated decisions, right? So obviously you're not going to peek a Hanzo here, but you versus a Hanzo here, you know, it's probably 50-50, but as long as you're training every day, I think you can win this. And I wouldn't be mad at you. If you got one shot by Hanzo here, I wouldn't be mad at you. I'd be like, okay, go next. Because there's a very real world where you two tap Hanzo here. And then what would Hanzo's coach say? If the Hanzo's let's say I'm coaching Hanzo and he comes here and he gets two tapped by Cass, what am I going to say? I'm going to be like, don't walk here because you can get two tapped by Cass? No, that's just how the game works. Sometimes you just die. Sometimes you just die. I aim train every day, typically. Good. I don't really I have a system that I typically recommend. As long as you're doing like any kind of aim mechanical training intentionally, just make sure you're doing it intentionally. You're not turning off your brain. You're doing it intentionally. You're thinking about, like, you're concentrating your eyeballs. You're really seeing the target. You're thinking about your muscle movements in your hand. You're thinking about stuff like that. And you're like being mindful, right? Like you're not letting your thoughts drift as you train. Then you can do literally any routine and you won't always improve. And doing that is like enough to climb, like for 90% of people. Because 98% of people in Overwatch, they just don't train or practice consciously or intentionally at all. They don't do it at all. So that's why they plateau. This is all fine. Your rotations are good. It's not really a better angle here. You could go right side, but then you risk getting dove by Doomfist. Yeah, that's fine. Your tank was gonna die, so it's like, what else do you do here? So whatever. You losing second here is not really your fault. So you don't really make a... Okay, so as I was kind of talking with Jason, there's kind of there's two things you need to do to climb or to win games. Number one, don't make mistakes. Number two, make plays. Okay, what are we doing in this situation? Number one, we're not making a lot of mistakes. Okay, there's some things we can like do better in terms of positioning, but the thing is, right now we're not making any plays, right? And that's why you're like losing right now. There's no plays being made, and sometimes you just can't make plays because you're not playing the right DPS hero. Like there's a game I played yesterday where I one-tricked Cassidy on Route 66 and I was like getting hard countered. And on that game, I wasn't making a lot of mistakes, but we weren't winning because I wasn't able to make any plays. So it felt really, really bad. But like that's been the whole thing on second. You're not really making any mistakes, but you're not deadlifting either. I like this. I like this from you. But I don't like that you walk forward on this. So like here, shoot the Doom, cool. I actually don't really mind this lateral roll. Well, why are we walking toward the Ash while we're doing that? I don't think we need to do that. And I mean, it's small, but stuff like that gets you killed all the time in Overwatch. Oops. So here, you're getting outranged, so wait till they walk up more. Just wait till they walk up more. Or honestly, they're playing Junkrat. Against the Junkrat spam, honestly, I wouldn't even be mad if you did this. And then just get ready to roll out. But, like, stand here and then get ready to shoot them as they walk up. Yeah, good idea. And this is what I'm saying. Like, you have some really good ideas. Okay, okay. Bob cut you off. Consider you're now stuck. If you guys don't kill Bob fast enough, hit an insta rotation and flank like this. You will be late, but just consider it. Okay. I would just check to see how fast you're killing Bob first. Bob is dying really quickly, so this is fine. Just stay on the angle. But in situations like this, be aware that sometimes this Bob won't die at all, and you'll have to go. The only way to win in a situation like that is if you hit a long rotation like that. Because being zoned out on the corner is going to suck really bad. And then you walk forward. Here you stand, you fan him in the open. Like, look at the Ash. Yeah, you stood in the open as you fanned and you took a bunch of damage, basically. That's a perfect example of hitting W and losing. Yeah, you just didn't need to walk forward here. I don't know why you walked forward. Yeah, you just like walk forward and die. Like, you should be where you're on it with your honor right now. Just stand here. Like, is it good? No, but it's better. Like, what you should be doing is doing what your honor is doing, and then just like, because you're just kind of stuck here because of how Bob worked out, just sit here and just like 80 the corner. That's like all you can do. And then if you are gonna walk forward, you have to lateral roll to this pillar and then like try to find a way out. It's just awkward. I mean, it kind of comes down to making the most of what you have, right? And you don't have anything really good here. But yeah, it's just like you just kind of walk forward mindlessly and die. Here, it's very important that you don't die early. Okay, in situations like this, if you die early, what'll happen is they will be able to like push it all the way to here without having to fight at all. I was doing it with the Ana. They're like Diamond 5, so a bit higher than me. I mean, that's fine. It don't really matter that much if you're duoed with someone or not. Typically, if you seriously want to climb the fastest, most efficient way possible, you should just solo queue. You should 100% just solo queue. But if you just want to, if you're willing to compromise speed for the sake of like your sanity and fun, then duo is fine. You just really need to duo with someone that is either way better than you, or like in the way that like, you really need to duo with people that are like underrated, basically, like smurfing effectively. Those are going to be like the most effective way to climb. I mean, obviously. But the problem with duoing and playing with people is that you can't control what they do every day. So if they're not watching coaching videos or they're not like trying to improve their gameplay, you're just not going to win. Like, you're not going to win as much. And that's just kind of because they're not actively looking to improve while you are. So, and that's why, like, I play with my friend. I have 3 accounts. I have 1 account that I just play with friends on. And that account is hard stuck mid-masters because not everybody is trying to improve. At the end of the day, I'm like just being real. Okay, here, what I need you to do is I need you to come high. So the reason you want to come high is more so that you want to deny this rotation from the enemy team, more than it's good for you. Good point. I've been playing solo queue comp about half the time, and I guess it's a bit more clear to see outperformances or underperformances. Yes, it just so the way to climb or kind of think about climbing is how can I improve? Okay, like let me do this. This will be easier. Let me get a black screen here. Here's how you should think about it. Okay. Every time you queue up, it's going to be 5 circles. Okay. And all of the circles have different sizes, which you can think of each size as like their ability to carry the game. Okay. And it'll look something like this. And the higher SR you get, the higher the average size of the circle is. Okay. That's how you should think about this. So that's one team. And then another team will look like this. Okay. Here's the problem with duoing is that your size might look something like this circle, while your duos will look like this. Okay, and then tomorrow, because you improve every day, because you actually care about getting better at the game, your circle will look like this, and your duos still looks like this one. And as you imagine, is if you always have this small circle on your team, over time, it will hold you down. Because you just can't control this. You can't control when this guy goes to bed. You can't control if this guy eats spinach with his salad, and is actually being healthy. You can't control how much water he drinks. You can't control any of that. It's all out of your control. You only control yourself. So if this small circle is actively improving like you are, and they are like getting big swole, big circle, then you are going to climb at the same time. But basically if this guy never changes, basically every single improvement you make is effectively halved. Right? Because think about it like this. If your average performance is the number 10 and your friends is the number 8, so the average of you guys on a team is going to be a 9. Okay, you have a 9 average performance. Okay, well, let's say you bump yours up to a 12 and they stay at an 8. Well, now it's at a 10, even though you had a 20% increase in your effective skill, you have only a like roughly 10% increase in your overall skill. So you have, for every additional person you stack with, you have the rate of which your improvement affects what happens. And that's why solo queuing is the most important, because solo queue maximizes the effects of your improvement directly on your SR. And that's why people who say duoing and stuff like that is better, it's like objectively wrong, unless you're talking about stuff like being pocketed, like mercy pocketed. And like there are a few like niche exceptions, but that's like the mathematical component of why you want to solo queue versus like duo queuing or anything. It also, the thing about like duo queuing and stuff like that is it's really easy to get into an echo chamber of it's never my fault. And if you always think, oh, your teammates are doing something wrong and it's never me, then you'll never improve. The way you get better at anything in life, Overwatch included, is that you take extreme accountability and you always blame yourself. It sucks and sometimes it's not true, and this is actually like straight up delusion at points, but it's the most constructive mindset to have and it's also the most optimistic, right? Because if we think about it this way, if we take accountability for literally everything and the outcome is always dependent on our performance, that means that there always exists a world where we have the power to win. And why would you want to live in any other world? And that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Why would I want to live in a world where I don't have control over the outcome? So I'd rather be delusional than real. Okay, so here what you need to do is you need to come top left. And you need to stand here and shoot them. And this is more about denying the angle than anything else. Because the big problem is that if this Ashe used her brain cells, she would make this long rotation like this and shoot you guys from high ground and you would be screwed. I find I'm way more willing to voice my own tilt with friends I duo with, complaining about stuff in the game. But I find that when I'm playing with randoms, I try to make level-headed calls in this spot. Exactly. I think in my experience, stacking is almost always mentally negative, unless you find there are rare people that are exceptions. It's weird to say, but I'm that way. I'm a very generally a very positive person when I stack. And I'm always like a week and win type of person. Like there was a day like 2 days ago or yesterday, sorry, when I played ranked where I got tilted, and that's very rare for me. I very rarely get tilted. Very, very rarely. I'll have moments where I get mad, but like to be tilted a whole session is very, very rare. And if you can find people like me that are like and want to stack, then by all means stack with them, right? But they're just rare people to find. But anyway, the reason you lose this fight is you're not stage top, and this is the only place on this map you can make a play, right? Once again, it kind of comes to the 2 pillars of winning games: don't make mistakes and make plays. And that you're just not gonna be able to make plays in main, unfortunately. I know I saw you killed someone in Dead High, but whatever, I'm not worried about it. Okay, poked him up. So here, what you need to do, I like the poke, but I need you, whenever you're positioning for this poke, don't stand there, stand here. And then once they push you, just start rotating out like this, and then come back to the high ground like this. This is how you play this. I promise you it's better long term. And the higher rank you get, the more you'll have supports that play with you on this high ground, and it'll be a lot more consistent. The only thing you have to do is once you're playing this high ground, just keep in mind you're playing out of your effective range. And once you're playing out of your effective range, you need to minimize the amount of damage you take. Okay, so don't take a ton of Ash Poke. Don't eat an Ash Dynamite. Make sure you anticipate that stuff and dodge it. Okay, and then you're just going to stand here and shoot them. That's your best play. And keep in mind, Cassidy is just like not optimal, right? It's not going to feel good, and that's because Cass sucks on this point. But I guarantee, I promise you it's your best play. Like here, you see how this Junkrat is spamming from high ground right now? This should not be possible. I mean, this guy sucks, so he doesn't do anything. But what he's doing right now should not be possible. Because you should have been on high ground denying it from him. And that's why some high grounds you'll play on as Cassidy, not because it's good for you, but because it denies it from the enemy team. And this is like pretty much the perfect example. That Blizzard was way too early. This was all fine. Distance management wasn't really an issue on that 3rd point there. Yeah, it was more your 2nd point defense where you saw the issue. Okay, Sojourn. I personally don't like this play as Sojourn. What I like doing more is just come wider like this and just spam from here. I find it a little bit more consistent because you have the Mega, and then it also opens up this play for you. But I have seen this play from some pros, just kind of walk out. Also, like the thing you can do with Sojourn that you can't do on Cass is that you can do stuff like this where you come wide on an angle and then just slide out. You can kind of do it as Cass, but it's a lot riskier. Yeah, but here we should be getting pretty aggressive and slide in. Yeah, perfect. Good job. Shoot Impus. I need a one-trick Soj now. One-trick her to GM. Nice job. I like that you take the angle wide. I found my positioning of Soj is better than Cass. Yeah, you will probably find that. You'll probably find that your positioning on any hit scan is better than Cass because Cass is the hardest positional hit scan in the game. His positioning is way less forgiving. And that's the problem with Cass. Cass is not a forgiving hero at all. He's not forgiving. He's like one of the least forgiving deep damage heroes in the game. People like Tracer, you have blinks that are on short cooldowns. You have recall. You have, like, Genji has block. Dash, you have stuff like dash, right? You have wall climb. Cass has literally a gun. Okay. And that's why positioning and map knowledge is so important. Like, Cassidy is one of the few heroes in this game that, like, you can't just get better at fundamentals and climb. Like, you actually have to have rollout, like, specific map understanding. Just because of how his range works out and stuff like that. Like, Sojourn is a hero that you can generally just understand principles on and be fine. And, like, be able to apply them and be fine. Cassidy doesn't really work the same way. Ow. I mean, I just don't really know how to play this. It's absolutely so true in my experience. Yeah, it is, yeah. mean, I don't really know what the best play is. I think like probably if I had to guess, your best play is like at some point during the fight you need to slide up here and then look for an OC from this high ground. Once you like farm it and then do it from this high ground. Like if I had to guess, but I mean, and this is why I don't coach Sojourn. It's like I just don't know answers a lot of the time. Like I could tell you my intuition, but I don't know for sure, and I don't like not knowing for sure. Like all the cast stuff I recommend, I know for sure because I've just done stupid amounts of research on how to play them. Or if I don't know, I'll just say I don't know and then move on type stuff. That guy DC'd, I guess. Okay, cool. That's unfortunate for them. So now that guy's dead, we need to be looking to get aggressive. Yeah. Here you should be looking to OC. OC now. OC now. OC now. Yeah, you not OCing here is throw. Like you should have OC'd and slid in. OC, slide here, bam, and then just headshot them. Yeah, I misread the location of Doom ult. Yeah, but the issue is, no, it's not an issue of you misreading the Doom ult. Who cares? The issue is that like you didn't have like a good macro plan. Like, and this kind of comes down, if you remember the decision tree I was talking about, you did decision B on King's Row, and you're trying to decide, you went to location B and you're trying to figure out play A or play B is better. Well, no, I need you to first think about, should you be in location A or location B to begin with? Like, you should be here to begin with, and then decide what the best play is from here. Like, I need you to be here right now. Like, I don't really give a damn that you died as Doom ult, because you shouldn't really be here anyway. Like, you should have been here. You would have dodged that whole punch situation. And then if Doom ulti's on you, then you just slide out or whatever. Like, that's your problem. Like, I don't really... This doesn't matter. Because let's say you fix this. Let's say you fix this and you didn't die to this. Okay, what happens? Okay, you slide main, and then you're still in a bad position. Like, it doesn't actually matter that much. And that's why, like, solving problems like that just don't matter. Like, most of the time, solving the macro is, like, way more important. Anyway. But yeah, here you definitely need the ulti. Like, without an ounce of doubt, you need to ultimate here. You are in the position to do something. You're up tank. So you need to take space really aggressively with your ultimate like this. Bam, and then walk up. Don't give these guys any chance to breathe. I don't care that they're tank DC'd. I do not care. Like, you need to give them no chance to even remotely win this fight. Like, this, you need to go first. Why is this a Lari ulting first? This makes no sense. Like, we need to go first here. And now we Nano Blade. We could have just... What would have been great is if you slid in with OC and then you got Nano. Because who would we rather have? Our Genji that we don't know at all getting Nano, or us and OC get Nano? Because we control what we do and we don't control what our Genji does. So I would rather selfishly get Nano. Oh, remember I didn't ult. My duo told me to hold my ult. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. You do a low key wrong. But I think he's wrong on principle, right? This is a matter of you guys just need to just lock this down and win. You just need to win. Like these guys need to die. Because the problem is this guy, I know you guys are 5v4, but this guy using ult could mean that someone dies and you guys somehow throw the fight. Because at the end of the day, we're only one player of the 5. Why even give them this opportunity? Just kill them with OC. Because you guys ulti anyway. Like, who cares? Like, you should have just... Like, if we're being results-based, you ultied anyway. So, yeah, we should have OC'd there. Here, definitely, I would get aggro as hell, and I'm coming, like, wide like this, and I'm contesting high ground. For sure. Bro. Okay. This should be the blade moment. I mean, this isn't that bad. I'll give you some credit. It's not that bad. I like this. I like this slide, but this is a blind OC, by the way. You have no idea where anybody is when you pop it. You just kind of pray someone's on the angle, and luckily Echo is on the angle. Like, I don't like you using your ultimate blind like this. Because there are worlds, and this happens to me, where you slide this angle and no one is here. So I don't like that you did that. But, I mean, you mechanically perform. Like, what I would have preferred, honestly, bro, is like you come coast and then you solo ult the soldier. Like I would have actually just preferred that, because then you would have been in a really good position to be able to follow up off of you guys being in a 5v4. But now you're just like in main, and I mean it's okay, you killed somebody, but I just don't prefer this. I think this is just bad hygiene. The ulti itself's not too bad. I think your hygiene and how you went about using your ult is bad. Okay, if you wanted to win, you would not swap to Cass here. But if you're a Cass fan, then by all means, play Cass. If you wanted to win, you would stay Sojourn. For sure. And it's because Sojourn is just way better in the neutral here, and she can actually do things in the neutral. In particular, when she tries to take this high ground, this is way more advantageous for Sojourn. I suppose I'd treat Cass like a comfort pick. I mean, that's fine. Like, you can still win on Cass. Like, it's not like... it's just easier on Sojourn in this situation. You can still win. You just need to make sure you're actually playing Cassidy instead of playing Cassidy how you would have played Sojourn on this point. You just have to adapt how you play, right? Like you don't play Sombra and Tracer the same way, just as you don't play Ana and Kiriko the same way, right? So don't do that. You should just be playing each hero accordingly. Like, why are you playing right here as Cassidy right now? Like, we should not be here. Like, where we need to be as Cassidy is up here. I'm telling you, this is the best play. You need, like, and I demonstrated it earlier when I was talking to Jason, when I just played this map. Actually, let's pull it up real quick. Let me go to Firefox. So I actually just talked about this. This is my gameplay on Circuit Royale. And how you play third is all you do is, so you can see that sometimes I play here. And why do I play there? Let's see. So I'll walk out main. Right now, as I'm walking back, I'm looking through the wall to see where my team is. I see that my team is fighting. They're all fighting in main, and I see that they're fighting on point with the tree that's come out. So I want to follow up. It is very important that I'm in the fight right now, and I'm on the high ground. Where am I not? Where am I not? I am not where you are right now, which is on the floor. I am not right here. If you are going to be this close, play here. Play here. If you have to play here, it's like not literally the same, but it's a very similar situation. You can see the tree, but yeah, you're just not in like the correct position given what you're trying to do. But let me just keep. I want to keep kind of showing you how to play this point. So, I play here for the fight because I just need to contribute. That role was for uptime, and then I look for a deadeye because they're stuck in main, and I know I can probably try to get something. I get a little bit unlucky, and then we just kind of lose the neutral fight. Anyway, and we lose this neutral fight. Like, this is a good example of why Sojourn is just better on this map, because this is a neutral fight. I just don't have the power to win as Cassidy, right? Everyone is too far out of my range. There's not a lot I can do, but if I was playing something like Sojourn, I have a lot of ambient pressure and it's easier to hit shots generally, and I can maybe headshot someone to the dome. Yeah, I feel like the major issue is my positioning. Fixing this to have a good impact as I interpret your feedback. I just want you, look, I don't want you to think about it as fixing your positioning. Because that's not helpful, okay? What does fixing your positioning mean, Kumquat? Like, what, and I guess this is for you to decipher. And I think I already prescribed this to you, but it's like, you need to take what I'm saying and translate that to things that are actionable in specific. Because things like improving positioning is not going to help you get better at the game, because that's just so broad. That's just like saying I need to have better aim. Okay, well, what did you mean by having better aim? Did that mean that you have to have better crosshair placement? Did that mean your tracking isn't good enough? Does that mean you flick too much? Does that mean you just need a better mouse? Right? Like, you need to be specific whenever you prescribe yourself things to improve. But anyway, but even here, like, you can see that I'm actively trying to fight for coast and take coast. Coast is a very, very, very important part of this map. And it's where you'll have most of your playmaking as Cassidy, even though Cassidy sucks in the neutral, right? In situations where Cassidy's bad in the neutral, you have to go for really high risk, high reward plays to be able to win games. Otherwise, you're just kind of trolling versus playing a hero like Sojourn and just winning in the neutral itself. But yeah, going back to the stream. How much longer is this? It's almost over. Yeah, but the reason you lose this is because, or maybe you guys win. Yeah, you guys win. But you would have had a better time if you went coast here on third, for sure. If you went coast high ground and then just like flanked, you'd have a better time, as in you'd have more control over the outcome of the game if you did that. Is what I'm saying. But yeah, I think your big issue is that, I mean, Circuit Royale is a little bit of a unique situation, but generally you have a bad habit of holding W subconsciously, just like walking toward people for no reason. And then you're not, it's apparent to me that you're not actively considering your proximity to the enemy tank, right? Like you're not thinking about how close you are to the enemy Ram or the enemy Doomfist or something like that. And maybe if I had more footage on like a control map or something, I might be able to give you more accurate advice. But I think that is what I would tell you to work on now. But okay, I think those are all my VODs for today. I'm also pretty tired, so I'm going to wrap it up here. I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. Once again, my name is Tail. I do Cassidy coaching, and I'm a Grandmaster Cassidy player. And you can always join the Discord, link in the description, to submit a code for VOD review. And I will check them out every Monday and Friday at 6 p.m. CST. I typically go for about 3.5 hours. Today I went for 3 hours, I think. Yeah, just about 3 hours. And we'll look at them. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in, guys. Kumquat, thank you for the VOD. I appreciate taking a look at that. I'm sure not just you, but everyone else has learned a lot from the experience. And once again, guys, thank you for tuning in. And I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.